Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Folks, it is Monday, early evening, and I've been having a great day, and I want to talk about a couple of topics here, right? First of all, let me say season's greetings to all. I love the holidays. I've been having a good day. For those who care, I went to the gym, took a B12 shot. Look out. All right, so Anita Baker, they're calling her Auntie Anita, okay, in case you don't know. She's been getting it in as of late, and she's been going 10 toes down, shall we say, on Twitter. She's been doing this. Her and Cheryl Lynn have been having issues since 2015. And the latest trending story involving singer Anita Baker has to do with her December the 15th concert in Houston, Texas at the Toyota Center. Okay. She asked security to remove someone during the show. She's singing and then she said to security, "Get him out." Now, from what I could gather, because I will be doing a research edition here this evening, from what I could gather, the person who she had removed was a younger person who did not know her songs. She went live and she said, "I only know two of 4 or 5 songs." But she was doing too much with the phone. She was all up in the front row and, with this and that. Maybe she was texting. I don't know. Folks, Anita Baker, born in 1958. Hang on a second. Let me just check my notes here. Yeah, born in 58. This is a 65-year-old woman. She's not with the popcorn games in her concerts. Who did she kick off the tour last year? Was it Babyface? And she says she's been living her best life. The concerts are lit. I believe her. I have to respect her, responding, clapping at people. And as I said, telling people I'm just as petty as you are. Auntie Anita, okay? I want to know if you guys are up to speed. If not, please join the conversation with regards to who else she has been getting at via social media. Also, Dionne Warwick, she's from New Jersey, born and raised, in case you don't know. Dionne Warwick, she's related to Whitney Houston. Dionne Warwick is another one who goes 10 toes down on social media, calling people heifers and all sorts of shit, okay? Guys, my showrunner, wow, Jonathan Majors, convicted, guilty of harassment and assault. I've got the information right here. This came down today, the verdict. Found guilty on 2 of 4 charges. Okay, this was domestic assault allegations by his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. The jury found Jonathan Majors guilty of 3rd-degree assault and 2nd-degree harassment. He could face a year in jail. He will be sentenced in February, okay? This goes back to his February the 25th arrest, okay? And number 9, where are you, sir? Are you ready, Gene Richmond? I'm going to talk to number 9 because he's heavily into the MCU and the DC universe and all that sort of jazz. I've got reports that say that the MCU has already dropped Jonathan Majors, Marvel, in case you don't know. He was in Ant-Man, Kang the Conqueror, and other roles. Wow, got him out of there, huh? Fast. Also, there's a story that a few of you sent me. I'm not fully in the loop, but I did see a video, and let me just say condolences to the family because there's a female who is now deceased. She was on the beach in Georgia somewhere. This was months ago. I'm just going to say she was touching herself. Troll babies, good evening. Did you guys see the video of the woman, the Caucasian? She was going through some things. According to a few different reports here, she has committed suicide, okay? Christina Glick was her name. You can see the video. And what about the mammy who didn't want to handcuff her? Mammy was so quiet. Troll babies, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Mammy did not want to cuff the white woman, Christina Glick. And she was videotaped. I'm wondering if the family is going to file some type of lawsuit. Why did that video get out? How did it become public, information, entertainment to some? Again, she allegedly killed herself. She was a mother of 2 teenage boys, divorced, going through it. Okay. All right. Also, I do need some type of sports aficionado. If Florida Boy J is busy, guys, Anthony Edwards. Supposedly, this man paid for an abortion. Supposedly, 100K. Pardon me. Some type of Instagram model. Okay. Did she get the abortion, or did she play him? If he did pay, and according to reports, he did pay, and she had an abortion, young man, I think you did the right thing, because 100K versus, who knows, 10, 20 million down the road. There's no comparison, you know? Okay, phone lines open early. Hang on a second, let me get myself situated. Sponsors, tonight is a great night to call in. Let's do some promoting. I want to talk about a few things with regards to promotion for the upcoming months, and we have brand new analytics, okay? Mr. Controversy, I got your donation. Okay, Mr. Controversy, please spare me the profanity. Just call in and talk, man. Come on, man. I appreciate the donation, but we have this algorithm that is so sensitive right now. As a matter of fact, let me write that down. Because they are giving age restriction. Hold on a second. Age restriction. The algorithms are giving private videos that you have on private. They're hitting them with age restriction notices. All right. Flamethrower, I see you in the live chat. I get your donation. The We Was Kang's trolls are loving Jonathan losing the Kang role. Thank you. Okay. Let's get you on the line, man. It's been a while since we spoke. Right now, let's go to area code 929. Good evening. A couple of topics. I'm doing research. Are you there? 929.
Yeah, I'm here. Good night, Star. How you? Well, good evening. How you doing?
How are you, man? What's cracking? What's shaking?
Hi, you're welcome, man. Hey, I'm sorry for. Could we start with Jonathan Majors?
Yeah, can you come a little closer? You're on a headset or something, man. You're my first caller. Come on, don't do me like that, or I got to get you out of here. You're my first caller, man.
Nah, I apologize, Star.
All right, there you go. There you go.
Can you hear me better now?
There you go. Jonathan Majors. So, guilty. Come on. Guilty.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I must say I have sympathy for the brother, but, man, this is a hard one, man. Like, he's losing everything off of dealing with this white chick, man. He lost every
cave dweller.
Not saying that he would have did better with a black woman, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, shoot.
Listen, you're my first caller. Just watch the profanity, but come on, let's keep it G. Let's keep it G. Did he try and cross over and got crossed out? Should he have had a sister to hold him down, even if she had her mouth poked out? Calling the cops. Now he's convicted and he lost the roles. Come on.
Listen, sorry for I apologize for the profanity, but Star, man, that is real what you said right there.
Yeah.
He would have been better off. The woman. Wait, but let me ask: is he getting
So Megan Good is a D-lister. Don't waste our time. Megan Good, yeah, she's been going to court. Nobody cares, my nigga. He's been convicted of putting hands on a white woman, man. That's where we are. Come on. His phone dropped out. Okay. Thanks for calling, man. Anybody want to call in and just hate and say, yo, that's good for that nigga? Did he cross over and cross out? Damn. Oh, I think this is my guy. Area code 203, Gene Richmond. Are you there, sir? Number 9.
Greetings, Star.
Good to hear from you, man.
It's great to be back on the Star Report. Thanks for having me.
Listen, man, you and I are friends. We're not just associates. We talk all the time. You can always call in. I've been trying to get you to relaunch the Freedom Hour. Yes?
You have.
Yeah.
Yes, you have.
Okay.
But I've been doing a Jonathan Majors. I've been slumming
Okay.
with a black woman. Anyhow, this has got to be one of the worst descents from grace I've seen in recent years of a Hollywood actor who was positioned to be the next big thing in the coming years in regards to projects and more so what Marvel was centering around Jonathan Majors. The role of Kang the Conqueror, which is a Marvel antagonist, was going to be the key antagonist in the next two phases, phase 5 and 6, leading up to Secret Wars.
Right.
So Jonathan Majors was gonna play a major part in several different films. He debuted in the first season of Loki and was also featured in Ant-Man and the Wasp. But unfortunately, Marvel has cut ties with Jonathan Majors.
Now, I can't get a direct source. All I'm seeing is according to sources. Has Marvel released a statement? Because this is your world, the whole MCU, the DC universe. Have you seen an official statement from Marvel yet?
According to the Hollywood Reporter, Marvel has released an official statement, and they have a parted ways with Jonathan Majors. Yes.
Oh, wow.
It is on all the it is on all the tabloids, on comicbook.com, the Forbes, the Deadline. They have confirmed that they have parted ways with Jonathan Majors. Wow. He will no longer be playing the role of Kang.
Wow.
It looks like they will either recast, or from what the rumors have had it, they'll go in the direction of a different villain in Doctor Doom, but that's only a rumor.
Okay.
But unfortunately, Jonathan Majors is gone.
Does this hurt the MCU brand? Because, again, this is your world. You keep me up to speed on all the new developments, the trailers, and the characters. I can't keep up. The alternate universes, whatever. Does this hurt their brand? Because they've been hurting. They put out, what was the last film, big project they put out that bombed? Was it Spider-Man?
Actually, no. Spider-Man was the last highest grossing.
Flash.
The last highest grossing film. No, the biggest bomb was the recent Marvels movie. One of the lowest. The lowest opening in Marvel MCU history.
Okay.
I mean, that movie failed at the box office.
Flash is DC, yes.
Arson.
The Flash is DC.
Correct.
Okay.
Which also flopped this year.
Trash. That was trash. Wow, that was trash.
Comic book films, unfortunately, are on the decline, and the products that they've been putting out haven't been as satisfactory as the mega blockbuster hits of the past. So Jonathan Majors now, this blow, they have to redirect the direction completely where they're going with their next two phases, because again, his character was an integral role in the next two phases of the MCU. So now they're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
I guess he'll be doing Creed 5, Creed 6, and he'll get a deal with BET Plus.
I guess he'll be on the next Tyler Perry sitcom. Tyler Perry will definitely keep him employed for the next 10 to 15 years. but for a favor, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I need you to turn around and touch your toes. I just want to look in it. And I'm sorry, I'm walling. Okay. So wow, man, guilty, and he's going to be sentenced February the 6th, I think. I'm not sure of the exact date, but first week of February. How do you guys move forward? You, as a MCU aficionado, how do you move forward? Who would replace him as Kang?
Well, I don't want to say it's an easy fix, but in situations like this where actors die and studios go in different directions, you recast him, and I think there are a lot of great actors that could take on that role, but they'd have to come up with a brand new game plan, or you go in a completely different direction and find another big bad that you can center your next two phases around. I mean, Marvel has a plethora of villains in their rogues gallery that they can choose from. Kang was just one in the many, but Marvel hasn't been on a creative path lately, so they need to go back to the drawing board on a lot of their projects, because again, with the unfortunate lackluster numbers of the Marvels, Marvel's MCU Studios isn't looking that good. So, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, especially now.
What about the black guy who plays Luke Cage? He's like a superhero up in Harlem. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, yeah, I think Marvel kind of cut ties with him. I mean, they brought back the gentleman who played Daredevil, and they're bringing back also the gentleman that played Punisher, but they're not doing anything with him. They have no plans for Luke Cage. Mike Coulter hasn't been reached out for any additional work, so he's kind of up in limbo right now. And Luke Cage is not a primary character. He's always been a secondary character. So Luke Cage, I mean, he's been typecast as that character. So they don't see him going beyond, playing that role.
Okay. So he's been found guilty. I don't know if Megan Good was at the verdict with him, actress Megan Good. His family came out of the Lower Manhattan courthouse. They had nothing to say, or I think someone said something about America. I didn't catch it, but any statement from Jonathan Majors at this point?
Well, from what I gather, Jonathan Majors has not made a statement. Unfortunately, he's been dropped by his PR firm, and it looks like his talent agency has halted all projects and scripts that he was supposed to be working on at this point are pretty much gone, and many of the projects are halted. So he's not in a good place right now. It looks like he's not going to have much of representation in the coming months.
Crisis management is what this is called right now. Crisis management. Okay. What else do we need to discuss, you and I? It's been a while since you called in, and you keep me abreast on certain things. I have not been watching the debates. Is Chris Christie still debating? If so, why? What's going on?
Well, as many know, Chris Christie has no chance of being the president. I mean, the presidency is going. The nomination is going to one man. Chris Christie was just brought in there as opposition to counter Donald Trump by the rhinos in the deep state Republican establishment.
Right.
He's an agitator. He's a provocateur, and he's just there to be a thorn in Donald Trump's spine. But Chris Christie has no legs to stand on. He should be focused on that diabetic weight that he has around his the type 2 diabetes. He should be focused about that.
What about Ramaswamy and Nikki? What's going on with Nikki? She's catching up. She's catching up to our guy 4-5. She's catching up.
For the last debate, I got to see two East Indians go at it. Nimrata, also known as Nikki Haley, and Vivek, who's become very popular with the far right. He's saying the right things. He's very popular with the America First, Freedom, Patriot, Liberty types. Yeah. And I think Vivek definitely has a position in Trump's cabinet. If he wants to bring Vivek in, I think Vivek has a great mind and is really great in the America First movement. He's definitely not presidential material, but I think he has a place, in Donald Trump's administration.
So, is it fair to say if Trump can run, if he's allowed to run, you're voting for Trump again? I voted for him twice. Is it fair to say you would vote for Trump?
Oh, absolutely. I'll make it a third time. I mean, what's the other option? Lackluster, empty suit DeSantis? Right. Nikki Haley, who's more of a cheerleader for Israel than anything that's happening.
Easy.
In America.
Easy.
Well, it's just the reality. It's just the reality of who she is. She's more of a foreign interventionist, and she is America First. I mean, it shows more money to Israel, more money to Ukraine, funding foreign wars, funding foreign conflicts. That's Nikki Haley.
No reparations. Please knock that off. Let's stop that conversation.
No, and no reparations to blacks,
No.
because blacks have no power. No reparations to foundational blacks, because they have no power, of course. So hey, what are you gonna do? And now back to Meek. And now back to Meek Mill.
Oh wow.
But anyway,
Hey man, I appreciate you taking time. Anything else you want to mention? Did you see the story? And please be careful. Did you see the sad story about the other white woman touching herself on the beach, Christina Revels Glick, months ago, and the video came out, and she's trying to explain herself. She was handcuffed. I've got reports that she has since killed herself. You have to speed, number 9?
oh no, I'm not aware. I've heard of the woman pleasuring herself, but I wasn't aware that she committed suicide.
Yeah.
If this is true, I'm unaware. I mean, nothing breaks my heart than the loss of a white woman. And if this is true, then shame on whoever's exposed her this way that caused her to kill herself. White women have very fragile emotional states and mental states of mind.
Yeah. The salt of the earth. I've been saying that for decades. The salt of the earth. If that video footage, caused her to take her life, her family should sue the hell out of that police department, because that type of sensitive, issue. Why would they put that out? Sheesh.
Well, everything leaks on the internet. I mean, there's nothing that is left a secret anymore that is not exposed. Everything gets exposed, some way, shape, or another, and it's even worse if it goes viral.
Yeah.
There is no more hiding from Big Brother.
Yeah. Hey man,
what it is.
I appreciate you taking time out. Anything else we need to know about you? Anything coming up? The Freedom Hour. I mean, people are always asking about you, man, and I appreciate you calling. Anything else we need to know about you?
I'm actually going to be auditioning for a film.
Nice.
There's a production going on here in Connecticut, and
Nice.
I'm looking to audition for a part in a movie.
Okay.
Coming up very soon, January 4th. In Connecticut, New Haven, Connecticut, to be exact.
Okay.
I'm looking to extend my acting chops, if you will.
I wish you all the best. You know that. Wish you all the best, man.
And you all can follow me on Real Number 9 on Instagram. You can also follow me on X, also known as Twitter, X, or Twitter, also known as X.
Yeah.
At Real Number 9.
Get me a new banner. Get me a new updated banner, please.
I will do. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Good to talk to you, number 9. Thank you. Okay. It's my buddy there, Gene Richmond, a.k.a. number 9. All right, folks, we're discussing 2 topics this evening. Jonathan Majors found guilty of harassment and assault in New York City, for those who don't know. And he will be sentenced in February. Okay. Troll Babies was Megan Good in the courthouse with him today. I'm just going over the notes right now. Paul, I got your donation. Star, you can't be a Black Panther looking crazy away running from a white girl. Okay. You ski with the white devil. An avalanche is your destiny. # sucker shit. Okay. Okay. Mario, I got your donation. Mario, send an email if you're looking for promotion. We're doing some really creative things in the month of January, okay? And you can use the link at the top of the live chat. You can get a 40% discount, okay, if you want to do some type of advertising or promotion on the show, okay? Vic Damone Jr. got your donation. He got his nigga wake-up call. # men are screwed. Okay, he's talking about Jonathan Majors. Crown, I got your donation. Free Jonathan Majors. Should we change the title to Jonathan Majors found guilty, huh? And put Anita Baker in the showrunner. Auntie Anita, telling security, put them out. 65 years old. I don't need you sitting up here, singing to 2 songs and you got the phone in my face. You don't know the other songs. Girls, sit your ass down or move in the back. I don't need radio airplay. You know what I do? Can I get an amen in the live chat? That's Anita Baker. Why would you come to the concert if you don't know the songs? Why would you sit in the front row and pull the phone out and block other people from seeing the greatness of me? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Hang on a second. Is there anybody that can call in? I need some tea. The Color Purple with Fantasia, who I like a lot. Oprah Winfrey is behind this musical. Are they going to stop by The View with Whoopi Goldberg? Have they stopped by The View? Whoo, chow. In case you don't know, Oprah has been hating on Whoopi Goldberg for decades. Whoopi outdid her, upstaged her in the original film, The Color Purple. Hey, Carla, I got your donation. She says, hey, Star, peace and blessings always. Thank you, Carla. Thank you for your support, darling. I appreciate you. Okay. Click on the link. Mr. Controversy. Okay, are you calling us? So where are you? Okay, he says, not my topic. So, okay. I appreciate your donation, Mr. Controversy. Let's go to area code 704. Good evening. Doing a little research. Are you up to speed on the topics? 704. Yes, no, maybe?
Yo.
Yo.
What?
Yo.
What's good, son?
How are you, man? What's cracking? What's shaking?
What's shaking? What's popping? Hey, listen, man. So, Jonathan Majors, look. I don't know what to say about him, bro. Why would you go for the white woman, bro? Come on, bro. That's why I don't do white.
Sir, are you a happy hater? Keep it real. He's losing endorsements, film roles. Go ahead and laugh. Go ahead and say that's good for that nigga. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Fuck that nigga, man. No. I mean, look.
You cannot use profanity like that. You know that. I got to get you out of here. Why would you do that so early?
My bad. Yo, my bad.
Sheesh.
Yo, Star, don't kick me off.
Come on, man. Come on. All
right. So, Anita Baker kicking people out the front row. Let her do it.
Do you know who she is? Do you know who she is? Legend, icon. Do you know who she is? Seriously.
I mean, no, I don't listen to her music like that. Some girl suggested that I should listen to her one day. And I was like, all right.
She's one of the pillars of modern day R&B. She laid it down. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it'd be times like I would hear music from her and not know it's her. And then it'd be times where I'm like, oh, that's Anita. Like, I don't think I know one song by her, but like anytime I ever hear like one of them throwback classic songs, I'm like, who is that? They like Anita Baker. I'm like, good. So
she threw some people out of the front row. People who didn't know her music, sitting there with the phone, doing the most. Your generation, you and I have spoken before. What do you think about that? Going to a concert, you got the phone up and just like in the front row, you're standing up. It's annoying, yes? Or is that just what you guys do now?
What'd you say?
Thank you, man. Let's get him out of here. He's always doing something when he calls in. Area code 646, sit tight. You're up next. 646, sit tight. Guys, showrunner, youtube.com/at I Hate Everyone TV. Great content. Daily uploads. Check them out. Tell them I sent you, okay? Hang on a second. Let's go to Super Chat. Viewmaster617. Star, this is a lesson to all the brothers thinking they can sit at the elite table If you're in the entertainment business, do your job and go home. And if you want a woman, make sure she's a sister and not a gold digger. Multicultural is a trap now, unfortunately. Okay, I appreciate your donation. Was Jonathan Majors wrong? And others. You guys know what I'm talking about? Hang on a second, guys. I got some type of issue here with my live stream. Let me make sure that we're okay. Oh, we're okay. Okay. I don't feel like restarting the show. Let's let it just stay there. I think Deeds is texting me. Deeds, keep me posted. I'm not going to restart. I'm just going to continue going here. Thank you. Let's go to area code 646. Good evening. Are you there? 646, Monday.
Good evening. Good evening, Big Nick. You hear me?
I'm right here, sir. Jonathan Majors or Anita
All right.
Baker? Anita Baker. You up to speed? See the video?
I'm up to speed with Jonathan Majors. I just said he's another dumb idiot. You know what I mean? I got caught up just like Jason Mitchell. Same situation. Columbus short. It's nothing new. It's ironic that they did him dirty though, because in the video footage that's out, he's running away from her, like trying to get away from her. She's chasing him. But it's always that
On the streets of New York City, for those who don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah. There's always connection for the complexion, you know, just like how I know this is not the topic. I don't want to go too off course, but just like the 6-year-old shot the teacher, how that woman get 2 years for that? That's BS.
Okay, you're talking about the mother, the mother of the 6-year-old in, was it West Virginia? I forget. She's been
Virginia.
Yeah, she's been sentenced
for 2 years.
To 2 years. Yeah.
It's a connection for the complexion, man. But yeah, salute to you, Big Nick.
Well, hang on a second. Hang on. You don't think she should have been sentenced for her son? I forget how old he is. Shot the teacher in the face. Huh?
Nah, she shouldn't be sentenced at all for the simple fact that how many white kids come and shoot up their school? Do they jeopardize the parents for that? Have they?
Must every
Columbine.
Okay,
like, come on.
Okay, but hang on now. Must everything be compared to a white standard? Why can't it just be, hey, you know, be accountable for your child? Your child shot a teacher in the face. Why does it always have to be, ooh, they did it, why?
It's cool when they do, but when I do it, it's a problem because of my skin tone. It's like, at the end of the day, I'm not a racist, but it's like, why others get away with it, but others don't? You always get at the mammies. You always love looking at the mammy stuff. You always get at them. You love seeing them mess up. Like how you was talking the other day about your situation at the drive-thru at McDonald's. Mammy's always doing too much. So it's like,
I think she should have gotten 4 years in the penitentiary for her son. It's always a mammy, sir. Sir, it's always a mammy.
Yes.
It's always a mammy.
Oh. It's her fault that she told her 6-year-old son how to shoot a gun? Obviously, we know she did.
I don't know, but she's been convicted. But listen, man, I want you to finish up. Anita Baker, did you see the video footage? Security, get him out of here. See the video?
No, I'm not up to speed on that. Anita Baker doing that stuff.
Okay.
But salute to you. This is Jay Bandit from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you.
Again.
Jay Bandit, we got 50 for you, 50% off live chat. Top the live chat. Talk to me, all right? Have a good one.
All right, man, I'm going to hit you.
All right, salute. Okay. Jay Bandit tapping in. Great guy. Terrence, I got your donation. Major situation is the worst case of roid rage, allegedly. Okay, someone. Hi, Rosemary. This is a female I knew from back in the days, Rosemary. I think I've told you guys about her before. She keeps threatening to expose me as being Puerto Rican. Nice to hear from you again, Rosemary. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, who just sent me an email here? Andre. Okay, so they went to The View? I have to watch this. Okay. Okay, and Wednesday's episode of The View, Fantasia, and the rest of Taraji P. Henson gave Whoopi. Nice. Now, was Oprah there? Oh, Oprah been a long time Whoopi hater. I got to watch that later. Thank you, Andre. I got your email, man. Salute. Hustle, I got your donation via PayPal, Mr. Train. I would like to see Jonathan Majors in them steel bracelets. The YouTube streets need a body. That's a fact. Well, he already was arrested. Do you think he'll do any jail time? Dre at Grave Shift, I got your donation via PayPal. Kang will be recast. If the MCU can toss, hold on a second. Edward Norton, a wide-nosed Negro, is no big deal. Edward Norton, who played the Hulk? Is that what you're talking about? He was a good Hulk. I don't know what happened. Then they brought that other guy in. He was weird, but thank you. Goo, I got your donation. Okay. Let's get back to the phone lines here. Area code 4. Hold on, guys. 405. No. Pardon me. 973. Good evening, 973. You there? On a Monday.
Hello, Star.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I want to talk about Anita Baker.
Yeah.
Listen, she's been regulating for years. She was telling the girl, she's like, girl, you with the phone. Get that phone out of my face.
Right. I don't know you. Didn't she say, I don't know you?
I don't know you. She's been ready. She's the one who got rid of Babyface off that tour.
Right.
She told all these rappers, I don't want y'all using my music.
Ooh.
Don't sample none of my stuff.
I forgot about
that. She had Chance the Rapper buy her royalties back.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And she said, thank you, little whoever you are, bug-eyed boy.
Wasn't Lil Wayne in the audience one time and she didn't even know who he was? Was that Lil Tucci?
Praising us, he's like, thank you.
65 years old. Hold on a second, my nigga. The songstress, Rapture, giving you the best that I got. I know all of her hits, of course. Angel, dun, 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 my angel. You know, but now I don't want to talk crazy because she is up on social media clapping at niggas. She's being accused of being on the booger sugar. I don't know that, you know. But have you seen that?
Not Anita.
Sir,
no, I haven't seen that.
Sir,
I wouldn't believe that because I look at Anita like my aunt. Nah, I'm going to defend her. I'm going to say she had every right to kick Babyface off, get him out of here with that greasy curl, that greasy afro. She was right. She ain't want the rappers. I don't want you rappers sampling my music. Right. I don't get down with that nonsense.
Right. Yeah.
So that's it, Star. I'm out, man.
All right, good to talk to you, man. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Troll Babies, was that Lil Wayne who was in the audience one time when Anita Baker was on stage and she waved at him but didn't even know his name? Not that she had to. Here's something that was posted on TMZ, whatever this person's name is. With regards to Anita Baker. I was there, so I'ma speak. I hate when people use that IMMA, I'ma speak. People kept rushing the stage and interrupting Anita Baker, and security was just letting it happen. I would have done the same thing because they were messing up other people's experience who paid money too. It was a sold-out arena. She can't just let everyone run up. Okay. So somebody posted this on, social media, and this was on TMZ. Born in 1958, just not with the bullshit, you know. Guys, sit tight on the phones. I want to make sure I'm addressing everything early here. As I said, guys, top of the live chat is the link for the PayPal, and Streamlabs. Month of January, we're doing some creative things, and we always, give you analytics so you can see what the show does. Also, with new sponsors, if you want to see what other channels pop up in the analytics with the Star Report, make sure you request that, because we send you detailed analytics with regards to your target demo. So that's very important, okay? Hold on a second. Hey, Penelope, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay. Let me go back to the phone lines here. Area code 405. Good evening. Are you there? Monday, 405.
Yeah, what up, Star?
How are you, sir? How are you?
Yeah, man, Jonathan Majors. I just wanted to say, man, it's Tubi time, baby. It is Tubi time. I'm already knowing. He might get lucky. He might just get him a Hallmark movie. But yeah, it's time to, you said earlier how Megan Good is a D-lister. Well, they both got to be some double Ds up in that.
If I were him, I would drop Megan Good like a bad habit. Now she can't help him do nothing. I can do bad all by myself. And hang on a second. What's with that cup he's been carrying to court? You know what I'm talking about? What's with the cup?
You said the cup.
Some type of Negro guys. What's with the cup? He's been carrying some cup to court. You know what I'm talking about or no?
No, I don't. I wouldn't have, man.
Okay, come on.
I remember, how they've been doing this. Like, if you remember the boy Columbus Short from that movie Stop the Yard.
Right.
He had a really promising start where, with Stop the Yard and a couple of other, rom-com films. And then, if I'm not mistaken, he had that little allegation that came against him, or was it a homophobic slur that he had on the set? He was doing some homophobic things, and they canceled him. The Alphabet community got him up out of there. Mm-hmm. Now you see him on Tubi, looking stressed out. They did the same thing to Isaiah Washington. Something happened with him. All the guys that, he was on that I forgot that, it was an ER or something.
Was it Grey's Anatomy? Grey's Anatomy,
exactly. That's the one, yeah. And, he was getting top dollar.
Oh,
and they got him up out of there.
Stay with me, so, sir. Hang on. Who that nigga was shining? Isaiah Washington. He was shining. Yeah, Grey's Anatomy back in 2005. Something. He had 2 NAACP Image Awards, and he said something. I'm sorry. He said something with regards to one of his coworkers. Being, just being, I don't even know what he said. I'm reading right now. But yeah, they got him up out of here. Canceled. Go ahead.
And he was a great actor too.
Yeah.
He was a great actor. He was in some real good stuff in the early days. I remember some Spike Lee joints. But Jonathan Majors, man, he was pretty good himself, man. I was really looking forward to his career until that happened, because I remember him in Lovecraft Country. It was a weird show. You know what I'm saying? But I could just see his acting chops in the show. He was doing his thing on that. Mm-hmm. I still haven't even seen Ant-Man now, but he did his thing in Creed as well. So, it's very unfortunate. I guarantee you down the line, man, he probably thinks he's above these Tubi roles and these Hallmark movie roles. But once them checks start coming in and them residuals and them royalties or whatever he gets from, the Marvel stop coming in, he's going to have to bite the bullet,
Sir, let's keep it real. Do you want to see him on some type of Broadway production? Some type of
one of those plays. Who made the macaroni? You could definitely see him on it. Yeah, Star.
Hold on a second. Stay with me. What's the guy's name? Oh my God, he New York Undercover. He admitted that he likes trans women. What's his name again? Anybody know? I forget.
What was that, Star?
New York Undercover, the black actor. What was his name?
Oh yeah.
Malik Yoba.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Out of here.
Seen him
down in flames.
Last time I saw him was Empire.
No. Well,
Last time I seen him was on
he
Empire.
was accused by trans sex workers of purchasing pussy, allegedly when people were I'll just say at a tender age. But hey, man, I appreciate the call. Thank you for your support, man. Thank you.
All right, star one.
Yes, sir. One. Guys on the screen, youtube.com/Down and In Sports. That's Left-Handed and Yada Bear. Please check them out. Tell them I sent you. Okay. Speaking of sports, anybody want to call in, educate me? Who is this guy? Hold on a second. Who is Anthony Edwards? What team does he play with? Minnesota Timberwolves. He recently went viral, something to do with an Instagram model. The woman showed alleged text messages between her and Edwards. Edwards telling her to get an abortion after she told him she was pregnant. Well, did she get the abortion? Supposedly, he gave her $100,000. A man of his caliber, if it only cost him $100,000, I would say salute, my nigga. That could have been $10 million for 18 years, if not more. Sheesh. Barrington, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Anita Baker has slave feet. Google it. Oh, 1 second. I'm going to Google it. Oh, please. Oh, my goodness. Hold on a second. Anita Baker feet. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, we're doing a lot right now. Area code 619, are you there? Good evening, 619. A few topics on the screen.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Good evening, how are you, sir? Good evening.
You can hear me.
I can hear you, yes.
Oh, nice. One, I want you to tell me how to donate once I get off. I want to donate to you, sir. And then two, he should have stayed with the sisters, Majors. He need to stay with the sisters. I feel like, sisters understand that sometimes you go through things and you might have to rough them up a little bit before they call the police, right? That's kind of unwritten. I don't know if it's the same in other cultures. What do you think?
Where are you calling from, sir? Is this your first time calling the show?
My first time calling, but I've been listening to you for about maybe 6 months now.
Okay.
3 to 6 months.
And what state?
You seem like a pretty fly.
What state are you calling from?
I'm in Cali.
Okay. Sir, with all due respect, if you don't know how to donate, get your bum ass out of here and don't ever come back, all right? Get your bum ass out
I'm not
of
a...
here. Thank you, bum ass nigga. How do you donate? Let me block this clown ass nigga. That nigga's on some type of sherm stick or something. You see, I'm me and Anita Baker. In certain areas, we're on the same page. I ain't got time for the popcorn games. Fuck a fan. You know what I do. If you haven't gathered what I do by now, this ain't the place for you. Get your bum ass out of here. Hustle, I got your other donation. Thank you so much. Okay. Uh-oh. 209, is that who I think it is? Good evening. 209 on a Monday. Talking about Anita Baker kicking people out of her front row. Are you there?
Still okay.
Randy, are you there? Randy.
Yeah, just knowing the multiverse, there's a timeline where that nigga's free.
Come on.
Man, I'm really heartbroken, bro. He was gonna save the MCU. He was playing Kang the Conqueror, and he signed an exclusive deal with Marvel, saying he was the only person that could play that role. So now they have to scrap that whole character that they've been building for like 3 years. Yeah.
Is his money guaranteed? I forgot to ask number 9 that. Is his money guaranteed?
Most likely, because Kang is a multiversal being, so he comes in different shapes, forms, and different skin complexion, because he's a infinite being in the multiverse in the MCU and in the Marvel comic books. So Jonathan Majors did his research before being casted as that character, and on that contract, I believe he exclusively wrote that since there's so many different variants, that he can only play every single variant that's going to be shown on screen. Because in one of the universes, Tony Stark, which is Iron Man, which is a younger Iron Man, is Kang the Conqueror. So they could have gone many different ways with it. So they're just going to have to scrap that whole Kang Dynasty movie and probably bring in the Doctor Doom movie and stuff like that, since they're working on Fantastic Four. They were already juggling with that, you know.
You sound like you have knowledge in this area. I didn't know that you did. You spoke about Tony Stark, Iron Man. Is there a new Iron Man coming? I saw somebody say that Robert Downey Jr. will not be back. What say you?
No, there is. For the Young Avengers, his name is Iron Lad, which they got the black girl playing Iron Heart, which is another variant of like an Iron Man type character. But down the line, yes, they will be bringing in Iron Lad, which is another variant of Kang the Conqueror, which is a young Tony Stark from a different universe.
Another variant of Iron Man, or you just said Kang?
No, he's both. He's Kang the Conqueror and Iron Man, because remember, it's a multiverse. In Marvel, some characters in timelines play two different characters, you know?
I'm really confused. I'm really confused.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. But enough about that. It says with him being found guilty, he is required to at least do 1 year in prison. Now, since it is New York, they are going to make an example, and I believe he is going to do that year. And Megan Good was there with him. She was most likely praying for him.
I was locked up years ago, and I was facing a year on a misdemeanor, you know. He has been found guilty. Hold on a second for those who don't know. Jonathan Majors found guilty of 3rd-degree assault and 2nd-degree harassment. I don't see him doing jail time. I think they'll give him, you know, community service and some other things, and ankle monitor. I don't see them putting him in jail. I don't see that, Randy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I just thought...
No, don't say I'm right. I don't know. If you say he's going to jail, stand on it. Stand on it.
You know what? I believe he should, because New York, they were going to drop this. They were going to find him not guilty.
Okay.
But since they found him guilty, I believe they're going to make an example, because he did try to flee the scene, and when she was upstairs in the apartment, he ran upstairs before the police could, to cover her up and stuff. So within that,
tampering,
and they're saying that
tampering.
They're saying that he has a history of past domestic violence in his relationship, and this is a common theme in his love life. They'll probably put him in some type of anger management and domestic violence courses. Yeah. So if they do not force jail upon him, they will try to rehabilitate this Negro, because he was telling this white woman that she should be more like historic black women, which is fucking crazy. Sorry for dropping the F-bomb.
You have to watch the language, Randy.
Him telling that white woman that she should be more like these black women just made me think this Negro might be high on something.
Correct. You got to be like, what did he say? Coretta Scott King and
Michelle
Obama. Are you a civil rights leader?
No, he did not tell her she had to be more like Michael Obama. Now, I'm gonna throw a curveball. Were they under some type of mind altering thing that he was speaking so freely?
I don't know.
But yeah, this should be a wake-up call for any Negro dealing with a white woman that might one day cry wolf, you know? Mm-hmm. Don't let her
Well, you've seen pictures of her. She doesn't look like, you know, just typical Caucasian trash. She has that look of,
Artsy, white woman.
artsy, yeah, and he's a
Spit
big,
on me while you choke me, daddy. Those type of women.
easy.
Those type of women.
He's a big burly black guy, so I'm sure the jury looked at him and said, "Oh no, this nigga's guilty."
And I'm pretty sure that amount of muscle mass he put on for Creed didn't help him. Standing next to that petite white woman.
Right. Jesus.
They see a black man in the top floor with a white woman they call to kill King Kong.
Okay. Randy, I got to slide off, man. Good to talk to you. Thank you for tapping in.
Stay up, man.
Stay up. Okay, Randy tapping in. Jonathan Majors found guilty, folks, if you're up to speed. The verdict came down today in New York City. I've got the notes and the details. Hold on a second. Sherry, there's my email address for all advertising, business, holiday discounts, and what have you, okay? Multiple reports here. IGN, Marvel cuts ties with Jonathan Majors following guilty verdict. The Hollywood Reporter, Marvel drops Jonathan Majors after assault, harassment verdict. Deadline, Jonathan Majors fired by Disney Marvel Studios after assault, guilty verdict. Okay, the New York Times, Jonathan Majors found guilty of assault and harassment. I liked his work in Creed. I will say that. I liked his work in Creed. But here's what I don't know for certain. Did he have an opportunity to cop out to a lesser charge? That I don't know. Tony Luca got your donation. Here you go, big dog. Salute to you, Tony. Thank you for your support. Troll Babies, did he have a chance to cop out to a lesser charge? King Walker, I got your email, but I can't watch the video. Can someone tell me, please, what's with the cup? What's with the cup that Jonathan Majors has been taking? Oh, my God. Who can tell me about the cup? Kevin, I got your donation. The machine. Okay, Kevin, I need you. Shoot me an email. Don't say what it's about, but there's the email address. Just say, Star, I sent you the donation. I'll have Amy, respond accordingly, okay? Thank you for your support, Kevin. Vaddy, I got your email. Hey, Pops, Anthony Edwards is our young superstar, and the Timberwolves are the number one seed in the Western Conference right now. Okay. So, Vaddy, did he give this IG model $100,000? Is this story real? That's one of my alleged biological children, folks. He always sends donations and notes. King Walker, got your donation. Pardon me. Jonathan Majors cup story in your email. Okay. Is this some type of black woke thing? Did it backfire on him? Hold on a second. Phone lines open right now. Bussy Nation sends in a donation. Hold on a second. Hold on. I want to confirm that number 9 will be auditioning in the next Ghetto Gaggers. Okay. Hold on a second. Bussy Nation, should I be talking about this guy? Hold on a second. I was checking out one of Storm Monroe's videos. Salute to Storm Monroe. He does great work. And he did a great video. Hang on, let me go to Storm's channel right now. I think it was his live. Hold on. Folks, if you're new to the show, I always acknowledge other channels. If I mention someone, it's always in support because I appreciate the younger generation, the hard work that they do. Christian Keys. Okay, so Storm Monroe did a video on Christian Keys, secret recordings, supposedly of some very wealthy black man trying to get him to touch his toes. Anybody want to call in about Christian Keys? I did not do the research yet. Hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Something else going on here about... Wait a minute. Oh, damn. So now Lance Gross... Supposedly Lance Gross punched Tyler Perry for unwanted advancements. Who chow? Hold on a second. Okay, Deeds. Deeds says Jonathan Majors took the case to trial to protect his reputation. Typically, misdemeanor cases don't go to trial. There wasn't an offer for a deal. Damn. Okay. Damn. He took it to trial. Okay, now of course, I believe Deeds. And anybody else want to chime in about Jonathan Majors taking it to trial? Was that a... Did he not have a choice? Fatty, I got your email. Thank you again. Holy smokes. Anicia, I got your donation. Thank you, young lady, for your support. Can we talk behind the scenes? Behind the scenes. I keep everything private. Don't worry, okay? I'm not one of those people who, puts people's business out there just for shits and giggles. Area code 347. Good evening. Are you there? 347. Doing a little research on a Monday night. Are you going to pick up in 5, 4, 3, 2? Got to keep it pushing. Area code 619. Are you there? 619. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Good evening. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. Did we speak before? Your number looks familiar. You the guy that I...
Yeah, and then you called me a bum. You said, and then I donated.
Well, why are you calling back?
Because I'm not a bum.
Sir, why are you calling back?
Because I donated.
No, sir, you said you didn't know how to donate.
Well, then I looked back in, and then I, figured it out.
Okay, sir.
Got it done.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up?
Send me a screenshot of your donation. I'm not hurting for anything. I'm on that same...
Wait, I know.
Sir, hang on a second. I don't argue with people. Sir, I don't argue with people in my goddamn day-to-day. Don't argue with me. Anita Baker and I are on the same type of goddamn time. I don't need you.
Right.
You know what it is here. Fuck a fan. Send a screenshot or stop calling me, sir. Yeah, I'm sipping.
All right.
I'm a little Aggie. Please don't push the button.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. See, me and Anita Baker are similar. Legendary. You know what it is. Don't call here acting like, I'm trying to be relevant. I'm not. I don't want to be relevant to a fuck nigga generation. This generation ain't about shit. Star Report back in the building. Monday evening, we're discussing Anita Baker. Legendary, iconic singer, going back to December the 15th in Houston, Texas. She kicked some people out of the front row of her concert. She called security. You can see the video footage. She's singing and saying, put him out. And then at one point she says, put down that camera. I don't know you. Troll Babies, was that the powder? I have no knowledge, but... Did it look like the powder? Did she look erratic? She was doing a lot of moving around, and that was her generation. She's 65. Did she need a little quicker picker upper? A little pep in her step, A quickie. Did she do a little one-on-one? Other sites are reporting that. Not me. I have no knowledge. I'm not trying to get sued. Okay. She kind of she has that footage had that same vibe when Shaka Khan was battling Stephanie Mills at the Versus. You guys remember that? Whoo, chow. Salute to Stephanie Mills. She's such a professional. She's such a legendary, classy woman. She knew Shaka Khan was off, and she was hugging her, holding her hand, singing songs with her because, you know, she just iconic. I don't need this little versus battle or something, you know. But that's how Anita Baker struck me. Just a little, you know, a little off balance. Phone lines open right now. Hold on a second. Terrence, I got your donation. Star Vivica Fox can hook up Jonathan Majors with some work on Lifetime. You know, I don't know what channel this is because I'm not a television watcher, but for some reason I keep getting notices to the Jennifer Hudson television show. Salute to her. Anybody know what network that is? I watched 2 episodes. I'm not mad at her. She's been through hell and high water. Hell of a singer. I don't know if she has been putting out any hits as of late. I think her boyfriend or brother, somebody snapped and killed some of her family members, and she has gotten it back together. Okay, area code. Okay, they dropped out. Pardon me. Let me go to Unique. I got your donation. Okay. Okay, you live in North Carolina. Yeah, I'm looking for a part-time girlfriend. Not full-time. Are you near the Wilmington, North Carolina area? I'm heading down to Emerald Isle and the Crystal Coast. What is today? Well, after Christmas. Yeah, are you near the Wilmington area? Fayetteville is too far. But thank you for your donation. Okay. Pamela, I got your donation. Hold on a second. Thank you so much. Deeds with the info tonight. Thank you, Deeds. Deeds says Jennifer Hudson's show is on Fox, and that was her sister's husband. Right. Her sister's husband that snapped and killed family members. Yeah. She's doing the damn thing with her show. Guys, on the screen, 20for30.shop. That's one of my sponsors. They are having a $250 giveaway if you go online, fill out a declaration page. If you know about insurance, reach out to them, tell them I sent you. 20for30.shop, okay? Hold on a second. I said, oh, man, I think I did something with my phones. Jesus, hold on. Give me a second. I did something stupid. Okay, folks, I have to reset the phones. I hit the wrong button. 20for30.shop, one of my sponsors. Also, brand new analytics we are putting up this week. So if you're looking to be a sponsor, okay, there's the email address where to reach out. Okay, 20for30.shop and other sponsors as well. Hey, Jasmine. Jasmine says, you're over where, Jasmine? You're near Wilmington, North Carolina? Are you single? I don't want to go out with nobody's wife. I don't get down like that. But thank you for your support. Guys, also, let me read something here by way of Anita Baker on Twitter, in case you missed this. Anita Baker said when they realize they can't stop your blessings, they simply lie, as in liability. Then she put a little smiley face, and then she says, screenshots, are forever. Lyrics, I'm as petty as you are. And then she says something else about report harassment and block. We ignore ignorance, and security handles nonsense. Damn, she's going 10 toes down. I have to respect it. Okay, the phones are working again. I reset them. Area code 909. Good evening. Are you there? 909 Monday.
Hey, Star. Hey, Star.
Hey.
Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear. Who's this?
It's Cousin Mercy. Cousin Mercy here. Don't
Hey,
look
girl.
me.
How are you
you
doing?
doing?
Good to hear from you.
Oh my gosh. That's a behind-the-scenes conversation, but I'm just glad to hear your voice. And, yeah, I'm looking at my troll baby's little water jug.
Is your hang on a second? Is your wrench still working in the live chat?
Yes, it is,
Nice.
and thank you for that.
Nice.
Thank you for keeping me on there. Yes,
Mhm.
it is still working. And can you do me another? No, you don't do favors. You're not my brother. Stop telling these girls you want to date. No, I'm kidding.
Say what? Say what?
You asking for these dates with these your part-time girlfriend. Oh, you've been having me cracking up with that.
Well, listen, I keep it real. I mean, life is great. I'm not looking for a full-time girlfriend. It's part-time. We get together once in a while.
Right.
If you're busy, I
Yeah.
get that. I'm busy too. But just to hang out and have
That's right.
nice times, But you're in
Yeah,
California.
okay.
You're in California.
I'm too far to start. I'm not calling up for you, but I am chocolate. So, yeah, I already know I'm too far from you.
You're a very,
but-
very pretty girl. Yes, you are. But yeah, you're in Cali.
Oh, my
That's a little
God.
too far. But
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And salute, troll babies. But, yeah, can I get to your topic? I've
Please.
been mad at Miss Anita. She ain't been giving me the best that she got of nothing. I've been mad at her since 2008.
why?
When she canceled on a concert we were supposed to have, and my aunt was just like pumping her up because all we used to do was like concerts,
Okay.
and she just like canceled, didn't give a reason, and I was like, okay, but I got my refund, but I was just still upset. I really wanted to see her, but I don't know what's going on. She might still be, trying to do what she was doing, whenever, but the rent seemed kind of different. I didn't get to see the whole thing. I just saw her when she was kind of singing like get don't take my picture, and I was like, oh, but you're on the stage, so.
Well, I'm gonna hang on a second, Marcy. Now we have to respect her iconic, position.
Yeah.
She's been doing this
Yeah.
decades. So people like that, are not gonna tolerate all the bullshit. I don't know if she was
Right.
on the booger sugar. I don't want to put that on her. Some people are saying that,
No.
But now here's the thing. Born in 1958, she's 65 years of age. You know what I do? I sang. I sang. You guys are
Yes,
different. If you
yes.
don't know the songs, why are you in the front row? Camera all up in my face. Step back. It's nice that you bought tickets, but just have a seat.
Yeah.
I'm here to sing. I'm not,
Yeah.
hang on a second. She doesn't put the microphone to the audience, like K. Michelle, and tell the audience to sing. Anita Baker sing. So let's keep it real. Did she have the right to say, security, let's get them the fuck up out of here?
She most definitely had the right. I don't know about Chapter 8, Anita Baker, so it's like she deserves to do what she wants. She didn't get too crazy or too wild. But, yeah, she definitely has that. She's an icon.
Yeah.
She is a legend, period, I don't hope to see that happen to her again. I want her to have, still be successful, just like these other
Oh,
ones.
no. Cousin
performing.
Marcy, we want to see her put more people out. We want the bullshit. Now, hang on a second. Do you know what I really respect about what
Yes,
she
sir.
did? She
Yes,
kept
sir.
she kept this show going and told security
Right.
She didn't say stop the show. Somebody's hurt in the front row. Somebody can't breathe. Fuck all that.
Right.
Security while she was singing. Come on.
Right. Yeah, that's that old school. She not too old, but yeah, that's that old school flashing
Right,
style. Like,
right.
yeah, I'm gonna just give it to you like this.
Yeah.
Don't play with me. That's keeping it deep to me.
Right.
She's all the way deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you ever find out what was your debate you had on the old school R&B? You wanted to know if "Float On" was better or what was that?
Enchantment.
That other song you
It's
did.
You That I Need.
Enchantment. It's you that I need. I used your survey. I mean, not you. I didn't use you.
That's fine.
But I used those
That's
two
fine.
groups, and I like the floaters. I was in the chat that night. I'm not going too much off your topic, but you know, I'm liking myself to cancer. And my name is Larry.
Okay. Okay.
I love everybody and everything. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, now hang on a second, Cousin Marcy. Listen, I'm sipping. You're a sponsor. I'll take the time. I'll take the time.
Yes.
How about this one? How about this one?
Mm-hmm.
Teddy Pendergrass versus Peebo Bryson. Early Peebo Bryson. Who would you go with? Teddy Pendergrass versus Peebo Bryson.
I'm going to go with, I got to go with Teddy because when you can sing a song talking about how you don't love somebody anymore the way he did, it's just that simple. No, not like before. He won. I love Peebo. I think the Aladdin thing kind of like watered him down. But Peebo is another legend, and he gets slept on. But definitely Teddy. He got that strength and that, like you said, turn off the lights. What are you waiting? Like, you cannot respond to a Teddy Pendergrass command. You all right?
I would go with Peebo Bryson. I would go with Peebo. But now hang on a sec. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking Teddy when he was with Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, then Teddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When he was with Harold Melvin and the
That's
Blue
what I'm
Notes,
talking about.
Teddy. But
Yeah.
but when he went solo, I would go with Peebo Bryson. Go ahead and finish up. Come on.
I'm going to still say Teddy, only because he did get injured. So, of course, it wasn't coming as strong. But he was another one that was kind of, just like, to me, in my opinion, keeping it G in his own way. Okay. The group thought they was whatever they thought. But, yeah, I'm going to give it to Teddy all day, all night.
Okay.
Give it to him all day and all night.
Okay. Good to talk to you. Anything you want to promote with regards to your brand?
Too.
Please.
Just Marcy's Minute for the moment. I'm just going to be doing more things over there. But like I said, I got to get with you behind the scenes regarding Nora Money. But I don't know what's a good time to reach out. But I definitely, I'll be attempting to get to you, though. And thank you so much, Star, for everything.
Great to talk to you, Cousin Marcy. Great to talk to you.
Have a good show, Star.
Okay, bye now. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Cousin Marcy tapping in. Jonathan Majors. Hang on a second. I just want to comb through something right here again. Guilty of assault in the third degree, recklessly caused physical injury, harassment in the second degree. I would say the harassment conviction is more damaging than the assault in the third degree. Yes, no, maybe any legal experts want to chime in? Harassment, because harassment could be somewhat sort of possibly, I want to use the right word. Is it, what's that charge for holding someone, not kidnapping, it's another term, holding someone against their will? Jay Beats, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Star, before Jonathan Majors, there was Nate Parker. He was getting all the roles until allegations. Yeah, wasn't that the guy from, he made the movie. Hang on a second. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Oh, God. And then he produced, there he is. Nate Parker. Yeah. I don't even want to say the R word. Thank you for your donation. This guy was lit. Yeah, and then he did The Birth of a Nation. Guys, I'm willing to make the title about Jonathan Majors if you're going to call in and really be objective. Hold on a second. Why did he take it to trial? Did he not have a choice? Hold on a second. He's guilty. You see, I don't even want to put that in my title, assault and harassment, because I'm sure I'm going to take the chance with the algorithm. Hold on a second. Hold on. I think people are just accepting Auntie Anita. Jonathan Majors. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Well, there's Megan Good. I think this is from today. Good for Megan. She held her man down in court. Okay. Pow, there you go. I hope I don't have an issue with, those words. Sit tight, guys. I'm coming to the super chat. He was found not guilty. Okay. So Deed says one important thing to remember is he was found not guilty of intentional assault. He can recover from this. Plus, they plan to appeal. They plan to appeal. The verdict was reached Monday by a 6-person jury after 4 hours of deliberation spreading across 3 days. And February the 6th is when he will be sentenced. Right, but again, thank you, Deeds. He can appeal. Viewmaster 617 star. You can easily see the pattern. This is no different in the regular workplace. When a black person reaches a plateau, they chop you down so you won't surpass them. Independent success for blacks is the way to go now. I want to build on that. Hold on a second. I want to build on that. Independent success. I agree with you. But does the black audience appreciate, independent success, as you just said? Let me print this out. 6-person jury behind them saying that. And thank you, Deeds, for your information. Deeds can't call in, guys. She's busy, but she's been sending me some great information. Unfortunately, here, change the name. Damn, shortly after the verdict read, Marvel Studios dropped the actor as Kang. Damn. Alvin, I got your donation. Okay, Alvin says this man has been railroaded and he can come back. Okay, I mean, but again, there was a good email just sent in about, hold on, let me go back for a second. Independent success for blacks is the way to go. So when you say come back, why is the standard, I mean, I get it, but I mean, why is the whole, the Marvel, the MCU, okay, he's been dropped, we're going to clown him, we're going to troll. But if he were to go the route of a black independent, would that still have the same impact? We have to be real with ourselves. Shanice, I got your other donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. Parker, I got your donation. I'm not up to speed. What's going on with DJ Academics, Tekashi, and Saucy Santana? I don't know. I saw something about Tekashi's ex-girlfriend accusing Tekashi and academics of something. Anybody want to chime in? Anybody want to chime in? And what's going on with Saucy Santana? Hold on. Oh shit. I'm not up to speed. Aaron, I got your donation. Are you calling in? Which Aaron is that? Yeah, I saw the supposed escort, some old escort. Supposedly, allegedly, this guy claims Diddy was smashing his cheeks. I don't know if I believe that. Anybody want to chime in? It's Monday. I'm doing research. Just have some type of information. Is that guy legit? Some guy claiming he was one of the escorts with Diddy. And I don't know, maybe was it Cassie? Newt, I got your donation. Majors went from Hollywood parties to Florida Boy J cookouts. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so someone sent me an email. Thank you so much. How do I say your name? Latavia. Thank you, Latavia. Okay, so this is the IG model that this guy, Anthony Edwards, supposedly paid $100,000. I think he got away easy. Does anybody know what child support equals over 18 years for an NBA player who makes the amount of money that guy makes? What would that come out to? I mean, $5 million? $5 million for 18 years or more? I don't know. I have no knowledge. Thank you, Sharon. I got your donation. Hold on, let me just change my screen, guys. Hold on a second. Jonathan Majors. No, we're putting that in the title. Nobody cares about Anita Baker anymore. Sorry. Auntie Anita, huh? And Spirit, are you... Okay, Spirit's not out there. He can't call in. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. It's Monday. It's kind of a slow day here. False imprisonment. That's the term I was looking for. Spanky Bighead, thank you for your donation. Star, I think it's kidnapping versus false imprisonment. Damn. Yeah, it's time to go independent. That's that Rick James shit, holding somebody against their will, burning them with the crack pipe, Viewmaster, okay, I got your other donation. I'm not sure. I'm doing research, trying to get up to speed here. Oh, wow, okay. Marcy's Minute, Star, Marvin Gaye versus Teddy Pendergrass. There's no comparison. No. Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye was on the booger sugar toward the end. We know. But Teddy, he went out really bad. Not that we're ever going to clown him, but hold on a second, guys. No. Who would be in Marvin Gaye's category? Al Green versus Marvin Gaye. That's a better matchup, Marcy. Al Green versus Marvin Gaye, if anybody. 516, good evening. Are you there? 516, Monday night.
Yo, Star, I'm in the building.
Hey, how are you, man? It's cracking.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I just want to give a shout out to Anita Baker first and foremost, man, because she speaks.
Sir, can I ask you to just say you want to acknowledge her? We don't do shout outs. She went 10 toes down. You want to acknowledge her. Come on.
I want to. I'm sorry, man. You know I slip up, man. You got so many rules, man. I'm trying to keep up, man.
Come on.
Try to keep up, bro. I can't keep up. But yeah, yo, Anita Baker, man, she just speaks to how,
Right.
real talent can carry you for so long. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause she's got the same album that my mother bought when I was a teenager. I mean, it's the same songs, right? So, I don't know. I just want to say that first and foremost. And I think also the harassment charge that you're talking about, it's really nothing, man.
Which one?
If you get into any kind of beef or squabble with your girl, or you end up in court, you're gonna get that harassment charge. It's like it's not. It's like as if you call somebody too many times, you can get a harassment charge. You show up at their job screaming, things of that nature. So I think he might be okay with the harassment charge, honestly.
Okay, so you're saying the other charge is more of a concern.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, it's assault, right?
Assault.
It's assault. I think it was a reckless assault. So
domestic.
That's like, it's a reckless assault, not just it's not like you slapped her, but you could have been tussling, and because you were tussling with her, you tried to take her phone. Right. You backhanded her, and that by mistake. You backhanded her by mistake, trying to snatch the phone. Now you got a reckless.
You strong-armed the bitch.
I mean, that's assault. So what you're talking about is assault. If you strong arm,
Pardon
that's
me.
not reckless.
Pardon me. Come on.
Yeah. I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure you would have gotten the regular assault charge. Reckless is for guys like me, man, that don't try to rough up our women. You know what I mean?
Well, now hold on, sir. I was no, slow down. So I was never on that gorilla pimping shit. I defended myself. I've always defended myself when I caught, the charges that I caught, which were dropped, by the way. I was defending myself, but now, he might do a year like on Rikers or something. What do you think? You think that's excessive? They might sit him down.
Nah, he won't. Nah, he's not going to get that, man. I'm telling you, harassment, I think the max on harassment is like 15 days in jail. I mean, in New York, that's what it is. I think it's like the max that they could give you, I think, is 15 days in jail. I'm telling you, harassment is nothing. Like
Sir, can I ask you to Google? Because I heard he could do a year. I don't want to keep asking Deeds. Google. I got time, man. I think the year is for the reckless assault. Okay.
So I think you're right about that. Like for the reckless assault, he could get up to a year or something like that, or all types of probation, but he won't serve any time. He's not gonna, he'll be just fine, man. He's got the lawyers. He got the two charges that his lawyer hoped that he would escape with for beating up a white girl. Anyway, you know what I mean? He got off scot-free. There's videotape of him running away. So, I think he escaped, man. I think he escaped this one, really. And if, while I have you on the phone, Jonathan Majors, he's going to be all right, man. I think he's going to be okay. This is going to wash over.
Okay.
Because in the court of public opinion, everybody can see that the girl exaggerated what happened, right? So she's going to come across as a liar. And he's a really good actor. I think he'll be okay, right?
You might be right.
It might take a year or two.
You might be right.
Yeah, he'll have to build himself back up. You know what I mean? He won't.
It's not like he beat up his boyfriend. If he would have beat up a guy, oh my goodness.
Oh no. Oh yeah. If he beat up a white man with a cardigan on, he'd have been done.
Yeah.
He'd have been done. Yeah.
His boy toy. If he would have beat up his boy toy, out of here. Out of here.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm proud of. I'm proud of that young man for paying that $100,000.
Okay, now do you know basketball? Because I don't know this guy's pedigree. Supposedly, he paid this IG model chick 100 racks to have an abortion. Do you know this story? I don't know. I'm just combing through things here.
Yeah. It leaked out somehow. If it's true, I don't know, allegedly or whatever, But listen, if it's true that he paid $100,000 to get her to do that,
yeah,
he just made Joe Smith And the rest of these knuckleheads out here that had all of these babies,
Mm-hmm.
about the NBA players with 4 or 5 different women.
Right.
He gave them the blueprint, man. He just gave the other guys in the league the blueprint and sparing them, like you said, millions of dollars, man. That was genius what he did. That was genius. $100,000.
Are you a father, sir? Are you a father?
Yeah, I'm a father. Yes, I am a father, man.
Okay, I don't know the answer to this. Mathematically, what does it cost to pay for a child, just one child, for 18 years?
All right, watch this. Okay, so if you make, let's say you make $50,000 a year, and you have 2 children,
Okay.
you're gonna pay probably about a G a month. Let's say you pay a G a month, $12,000 a year. Let's say 10 years, that's $120,000. Let's double that. Let's say he goes to school, he or she goes to college up until 21. So we'll double that and bring it to 20 years. We're at $250,000, 240. Now that's before you bought dinner. That's before you bought sneakers. That's just child support. That's before they came to visit you and you bought pizzas and pizza parties and clothes and all that other shit.
Your
So
numbers sound really low, sir. Now, I don't know what this guy makes.
No. I'm saying listen.
Come
That's for somebody that makes $40,000 a year. So now imagine he makes $40 million. Okay. I mean,
Okay.
I don't have a calculator in front of me, but listen, if you're paying $250,000 for somebody that makes $40,000 a year, right? That's at $40,000 a year.
Is that what you make, sir? You're stuck on 40,000. We should be looking at somebody who makes 125,000. I mean, respectfully.
I mean, well, that number only rings to me because that's when guys get caught up on child support when they're making $30,000-$40,000 a year. They're 25 years old or whatever.
Got you.
That's why I thought of that number.
Okay.
That's what. So that would be my starting point, man. That'd
Okay.
be my base. I wouldn't, without having a calculator in front of me, I could only imagine it's. I don't know. It's
Okay.
got to be at least $5
So I
billion.
have to take other calls. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
Yes,
Star.
sir.
Peace.
Salute. Okay. Anthony Edwards, and he issued an apology, which I'm not going to read right now. Guys, thank you for your donations. If I missed any, I will try and get to them tomorrow. I'm scrolling back up to the top of the live chat. Eric Bird, I got your donation star. Maybe Vivica Fox. Okay, I read that one. Can hook up Jonathan with a car shield commercial with Ice-T, or he can be star as boat skipper. I'm going to have an update for you guys next week because I may join a yacht club so I can just get into the know of things a little better. I don't think I should be just buy a yacht. I don't think I should do that right now, but thank you for your donation. Corey, I got your donation. Sam Cooke versus Marvin Gaye. Sam Cooke didn't give us enough work, man. I think Marvin Gaye versus Al Green. That's the matchup. In my opinion, but thank you for your donation, okay? Anybody else want to chime in on Anita Baker? I'm putting people out of the front row. That's Auntie Anita. Don't question nothing. Just act according. What she says is law, Get these people out of here. Put that camera down. I don't know you. Elvis, the Chef Rosenberger, got your donation. Oh, my goodness. Well, let me go to 410. First, are you there? Good evening. 410. On a Monday. Yes, no, maybe. Are you ready? Are you shook? Scared to death? Scared to look? Okay, they hung up. Let's go to 646. Is that Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg? On a Monday. Elvis.
Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg. I am here, sir.
Good to hear from you, man. Where do you want to start?
Well, let me just quickly just say respect to Anita Baker.
Yeah.
I remember a time where you couldn't have any recording devices at a concert.
Right.
That would get your head. That would
Right.
get your head cracked wide open to the
Yeah.
white meat.
Right.
So I get what she's saying. Especially you said something about people were lip syncing her songs and didn't know the words, and it was like getting on her nerves. Was that? Or that was
Yeah.
a joke? I don't know.
know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's nothing like. Yo, do you remember the time when those people bought out the first 3 rows of Madonna's concerts? Those religious organizations,
Yes,
just
I
so that they can
do.
stand there.
Right.
Yeah, just so they can just ice grill her the whole time.
Right.
You know, and she didn't even have the nerve to kick them out. But I got to give her some credit, man. Like
Okay.
take them to the back.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure they didn't get kicked all the way out. They just probably got told to just get from in front of her
Oh
face.
no. Anita Baker said, "Get them out," and I mean out of the fucking arena, out of here.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on.
Well,
Come on, Elvis.
respect to her, man. I like her. I like her style. You know, that's a power. That's a diva move. Good for her.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about Jonathan Majors. I
Please.
talked about him at the Premium Black News this last Saturday
Come on.
evening.
Come on.
And what I said on my show, I'll say on your show, is that I hope he does 90 days for having such a basic white woman in a 4-decker, $50,000 a month apartment in Manhattan. This basic white woman. I mean, let's not even say white woman, just this basic, unattractive woman who had nothing to offer other than maybe his idea of where he should be and who he should be with. I call it the Princess Diana syndrome, where these people they strive for assimilation so bad that they just want to, be with what they think they're supposed to be with. And there's no way this man is attracted to this basic, unattractive woman and putting her up in such luxury. 4-story condo in Manhattan. Windows were from the floor to the ceiling, 15-foot windows, and 14, it was crazy. I want to see him do 90 days in jail for being with such a...
Did the nigga lose himself?
He thought he was where he's supposed to be. He thought this was the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
And I talked about this recently, about how these women are violent. There's these group of women that are violent.
Yeah.
And they love the drama. And they kind of bait these men into, like, choke me out tonight whenever, or just I'm going to leave the door unlocked and you let yourself in.
Yeah.
And all these kind of things. Even in the movie Khalifa.
I want you to crawl through the window, grab me, slap me, spit on me, and throw me on the kitchen floor and take it. Take this.
Right.
Take this like you just came out of the penitentiary, you black son of a bitch. That's how they think.
Right. This is, and these men get caught up in this drama, and they think that it's not going to get out of hand. They think they're in control. No, you're not in control. You're not in control. You're playing with the reindeer games. Come on.
Now, hang on a second, Elvis. Hang on a second. You may or may not have heard me say this. Light-skinned women are the worst. You ever heard me say that?
I've heard you say that, yes.
Okay. I grew up dating mostly Caucasian women. I know them very well. And in my older years, I prefer to date, and maybe I shouldn't brag about this. I prefer to date black women that are scammers. If you're a scamming bitch, let's get the Skrilla. I don't want to sit around and hold hands. That's what I'm looking for. A part-time girlfriend. I'm not gonna be cuffing a bitch and what is that? But booed up. We're not gonna be booed up.
Right.
Jonathan Majors, wherever he's from, I didn't pull all of his information. Some of these black guys, they grew up in the inner cities, the hood, the slums. They get a little Skrilla. They go for a pink toe. and they don't really know the culture. You know what I'm saying? And when it gets down to, do we like each other? Because it has to be about, do we like each other? Do you like my humor? Do I like the way your hair smells? Can I stand the stench of your crotch after 3 days of not washing? That's when you know you can work with a bitch. I don't think that he really was there with her. I think you know where he's from? Where's he from? Do you know? I'll go.
No, I do not know where he's from.
Wherever he's from, he didn't grow up dating chicks like this. So the nigga lost himself. Go ahead and finish up, please. Come on.
He got lost in the Pinto.
Yeah.
And that comes with a cost.
Yeah.
And now the man will be on Lifetime trying to work. He's trying to bump what's his name out of the picture. Whoever's there now, he's trying to move them out the way so he can make. Well, he's not going to be able to afford that $50,000 a month.
Oh, this is a nigga from Santa Barbara County, California.
Santa Barbara. So maybe he is used to the Pinto.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Nope.
Santa Barbara got Maria over there.
Well, he moved around. I'm looking at his family moved around. So he never really, in my opinion, gelled. He never gelled with a certain community. But go ahead and finish up, Elvis. Good. Last word.
If I have the last, if you're giving me the last word, I would like to say that it appears to me that Hollywood is getting rid of foundationally black Americans. Yeah. ADOS has to go, and they're replacing them with the African. The music all over the place is being replaced with the African, along with Hollywood is replacing the black man.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Majors fell into the web of the Pinto, and now he's part of that group of black men that are going to be replaced by the Brits. Yeah. It's very sad, but this is where we're at. Reparations!
Elvis, good to hear from you, man, as always. Salute. Good to hear from you.
Respect.
Big Elvis the chef tapping in. Where did he grow up? Texas. He attended Cedar High School and graduated from Duncanville High School in 2008. The family moved around various cities in Texas, including Dallas, Georgetown, and Cedar Hill. Majors has described himself as having a difficult childhood, growing up with drug dealers and murderers for neighbors who wore ankle monitors on their release from prison. He was arrested for shoplifting, suspended from high school for flirting, and lived in his car while working 2 jobs. Kicked out of the house. This is a troublesome guy, Troublesome. Got what he thought was the grand prize, Got himself a rail thin snowflake. And he probably had no game. Can I get an alpha male to call in and just really break down that you have to have game? It's not about putting your hands on females. I mean, listen, I joke around about that sort of stuff, but nah, I've never been on that gorilla type shit, I've had some beautiful girlfriends, not just physically beautiful, but mentally beautiful as well. And if shit doesn't go right, hey, okay, you go your own way. Keep everything. I don't want nothing back. Keep the fucking ring. Keep the fucking herringbone. I don't want no problems. Kick rocks, 100 Acre Woods, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Are you calling in. 100 Acre Woods, come on, do some promoting, man. He says, hang on a second. Star, the assault was for recklessly causing injury, and the harassment is physical contact. Jonathan Majors was pushing the hoe. Ooh. Pushing the hoe off him as he attempted to flee. Why was that nigga running? He should have fell to his knees and cried to her. What are you doing? What, baby, what are we doing? Baby, just stop. Just stop, for God's sakes. It's me and you against the world. Everybody hates me. They hate me. I need you. I need you to save me. Save me from myself before I go home and put the pistol in my mouth and blow my brains out. Make the bitch cry. Can I get an amen from real niggas? Make the bitch cry. You've got to make her feel empowered. Baby, I'm nothing without you. Help me, for God's sakes. My life is turmoil, complete turmoil. This nigga tried some gorilla shit. He played it all wrong. Lex Diamond's got your donation. He says, salute, fam. A lot of zesty callers tonight. Well, call in, Lex Diamonds. Call in, my nigga. Call in. Call in. I'm trying to promote sponsors as well. Everybody, hold on a second, guys. Guys, hold on. Let me go on my community section because I'm having issues with some of my showrunner banners tonight. Forever Maryland, I got your donation. If Jonathan Majors read Message to the Black Man, he would have never been in this situation. I don't know. I don't know about that. Let's take our time tonight. Area code 415. Jonathan Majors found guilty. Your thoughts? Your opinion?
John Blaze on the check-in, big nigga.
John Blaze, good to hear from you, sir. Let's make sure we promote that video of yours, your latest video. You get a lot of great comments in my community section, yes?
I want to thank you for your support, man. I'm almost at 10,000 views for that video.
Nice.
And it actually is encouraging me to, put in more content and put the work in. The comments that's been provided by the trolls as well as individuals who've been viewing the content has been very meaningful for myself as individuals trying to become a content creator with meaningful content, with substantial content, with in-depth research. So, I want to thank you as well as the trolls for the support and the encouragement to continue with this content.
If I can also say this, John Blaze, I learned from you, man. Don't ever think that I don't, because the videos that you put together, great research, man. So I learned from you as well. Like, you've complimented me. I appreciate that. But what you put together, man, it's like abstract thinking. it's fucking beautiful, man. It's fucking beautiful. I had to say that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, and I encourage those to participate in those consultations that you've been advising.
Thank you,
man. I want to encourage those who to continue to promote their own individual content, because it actually makes a difference on this particular YouTube page, which his name is called Star. But I really want to go in on this dude, Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors does not understand that, when you look at the video, and the video when it first starts, to which he pushes that blonde, blue-eyed woman back into the vehicle, then start running. A lot of individuals don't realize that once you put your hand on this particular female with this particular ethnicity and background, the dynamic changes. you can continue to run. You can continue to paint this picture of yourself as a victim, but it's not going to matter because, for one, you shouldn't have went ahead and shoved her back into that vehicle because now they got you.
Right.
Now they're going to go ahead and put charges on you, sir, and you ruined your entire career.
Yeah.
You see, because the individual is a phenomenal actor. He is an individual who has studied the art of acting, and through his entire career over some woman who is not even a dime piece. Yeah. I mean, you couldn't do better than that, you know? So I don't want to go ahead and disparage the dude, but he had no business being with that individual because I'm sure he could have done better based off his standing in the Marvel universe. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, regardless of what I'm trying to convey to the listeners is the fact that, you know, this individual now is no longer the victim. You know, I was under the impression that he has some particular standings where he can beat the case, but I've seen the video.
Yeah.
I've seen the video.
Yeah.
And when you look at the video, when it starts, that's when they got him out of him exiting the video, pushing her back in, putting his hands on her, and then that's where they got him. Yeah. You know, it just didn't make any sense for him to go ahead.
If I can jump in,
to go ahead and,
if I can jump in and say this, you know, more than often, the smart thing to do, I don't know, you know, what type of women he was dating before this particular female. The smart thing to do is to keep a mammy in place. A lot of these guys think when they start getting the bag that they have to cut mammy loose. No, keep mammy there. Yes, she pokes her fucking mouth out. Yes, she keeps a goddamn attitude. But salute to Denzel Washington.
That is real talk.
What is her name? Paulette. Salute to she's educated. Right. Paulette. Salute to LeBron James. What is his wife's name? Savannah.
Savannah, yeah, you know, and a real.
You know she's got a funky attitude. You know she's got a funky attitude, huh? But just keep
and a real player. Yeah, that's real talk.
Keep Mammy
and a real player would have stuck to that program.
Yeah, just keep Mammy. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be on that bullshit, but I'm gonna take care of the house. Just let me do what I do, but just hold me down. You know, you the one. Go ahead, John Blaze. Go ahead.
And you actually hit it on the nail because Paulette would not be calling the police on Denzel.
Fuck
okay,
no.
And you look at LeBron James. His wife would not be calling the police on him. But a lot of these brothers got to realize that there's certain females that will weaponize their gender, their racial background, and you are a done deal when it comes to drama. You never want to go ahead and put yourself in that position when your money's long. Right. You want to go ahead and continue to go ahead and still have that game and mouthpiece to which you got that mammy in place. Yeah. You still got a multiple of females on the team in place. But
Samuel Jackson
hold you up.
Samuel Jackson, he's been down with the same mammy for decades.
But let's really keep it real.
We don't hear shit about this. We don't hear shit about this man's marriage. I got Mammy. You may not like the way she look, goddamn, but I have no fucking problems. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, but yeah, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. You keeping it real. You keeping it 100 as usual. As a spectator, I'm gonna go ahead. I can't do it, bro. You're keeping it way too real for me, man. And I got to go ahead and cut it short.
I appreciate you. Yes, sir. Hey, John Blaze, I got you on the screen. Is everything spelled right? YouTube.com/@John Blaze.
Actually, I changed I changed the handle is John Blaze 180. John Blaze 187.
Okay.
John Blaze 187. Okay. It was way too long, so I had to change the handle.
Okay.
But like I said, I got new content coming. I'm going to holler at you behind the scenes,
yes, sir.
And I'm going to go ahead and we'll talk from there.
Thank you, man. Salute, John Blaze. Thank you.
Salute.
Give me some other prominent black men that have they've kept the black woman right there, and we haven't heard shit about, no fucking issues. Look at all that money Michael Jordan lost. What was his ex-wife's name? Is it Juanita or something like that? Well, did he do the right thing? How much did she catch him for? Was it like $250 million? Oh, it was Snoop Dogg. Salute to Snoop Dogg. His wife, what is her name? I forget. Snoop out there sniffing coke off of that little Caucasian trash, allegedly. Selena something like that. Oh, salute to my nigga Method Man. Yeah, Method Man. I don't want no problems. It's his wifey. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, yeah, my nigga LL Cool J. Same thing. Why do you niggas get a little skrilla and then you think you got to go get yourself a pink toe? If you don't know the culture, her culture, you're asking for trouble. Okay, thank you, Varnell. I got your donation. I'm not sure where you're going. 1 second, yes, Bob. Sorry about that. Screenshots. Okay, my alleged son, Vatty, he says the story is true about Anthony Edwards. Vatty, great to hear from you, man. Hope all is well. Salute to you, Vatty. Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We're having a good discussion tonight. 16 pad killer. Am I saying that right? Kirk Jonathan Majors back in. Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm not sure what that means, but thank you. Hey, Niecy, what's cracking, girl? Okay, you're a candidate for my part-time girlfriend. Well, what's popping? Shorty, send me a picture. I don't mind if you're in your 40s, if you're in your 50s, okay. I just don't want to deal with no fucking drama, okay? If you have old-ass kids, that's a plus. If your kids are grown in college, that's a plus. Because I'm not buying no red bottoms. I'm not paying no rent. I'm not paying no fucking light bill. Hopefully you got something going on with yourself, Hold on, goddamn. We talking that talk tonight. Area code 919. Good evening. Talking about Jonathan Majors and Auntie Anita Baker. Are you there? 919.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, Star. What's cracking, man?
How are you,
Hey,
sir?
this 16 killer right here.
Okay.
I typed it in wrong. I was saying kick Jonathan Majors back in. That's what I'm calling for.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Machine Mafia. But I wanted to say two things about his thing.
Come on.
The first thing is I'm kind of confused how, they say he was convicted of 2 out of 4 counts. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of confused how you can be innocent of aggravated, whatever it was he was charged for. What was he? Just aggravated, but then they find him guilty of involuntary beating up or whatever like that.
Well, hang on a second. Stay with me. Jonathan Majors, the jury found Majors guilty of 3rd-degree assault and 2nd-degree harassment. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. There you go. But they were saying that one of them was aggravated, one of them was involuntary, correct or incorrect? Because they say it's 2 out of 4 cases.
Come on. You have the floor, sir. Are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Go ahead. You have the floor.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Okay, and then on top of that, when he started talking that silly stuff about he needed Coretta Scott King and all this and all that, like you can't say that to you just can't be saying that. Now he was supposed to be naming some of their people. Now he wasn't supposed to be saying that. Now that's where he he dropped the ball on that one. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we don't wish the penitentiary on nobody, but farewell to him. It don't look good for him.
Got his nigga wake up call, yeah? It's a nigga wake up call.
Absolutely. Now, when Coonan goes wrong.
Coonan goes wrong. Hey, any thoughts? Any thoughts on Auntie? Any thoughts on Auntie Anita kicking people out?
There you go.
Get them the fuck up.
But oh yeah, absolutely. But hey, look, thank you again, man, for turning me on to D's, man. He hooked me up with them characters. Remember, I told you I did that Mad About back in the day. But this 16-pad killer, I appreciate you, man.
Okay.
I always listen to your show. I always call in, bro.
Salute. Thank you, man. Salute.
All right, man.
Okay, thank you much. Hamilton, I got your donation via PayPal. Haircut like Anita Baker. EPMD's Jane. Ooh, okay. Wow, you just took it back. I never met Anita Baker, but I worked at WEA, Warner Electra Atlantic, the distribution company, back in the 80s. And, oh, my goodness. Salute to Barry Roberts, R.I.P. He was the New York rep. Mike Baez did the merchandising, set up the displays in the stores with the mom and pops and the one stops. So I promoted her music, I never met her, but Sylvia Rohn, who was such a dear to me, her and my mother were friends. I heard stories that Anita Baker was not the one to play with, Just want to give you some context, okay? Slime, I got your donation. The Culture's Radar. Thank you so much, Slime, okay? Lena. Hey, Lena, how are you, darling? Okay, you're trying to have a one-night stand? Can you send me a picture? I have to make sure you're not a nigga with a wig. Where are you located? Oh, you're in Atlanta. I have no interest in going to Atlanta anytime soon. I feel refreshed that I got out of Georgia. Anybody, hang on a second, Dawn. Thank you for your donation. Anybody in the live chat move out of Georgia and you feel refreshed? I feel revived, reborn in a sense. Send a picture, darling. And if you're coming up to the New Jersey area, maybe we can link up or something. But I'm not going down to Atlanta, and nobody's flying. Nobody's gonna fly you out. That ain't happening. Lewis, I got your donation. F Majors, you can't turn drunk Becky into Coretta. That's a fact. I think he played it wrong. And how old is he? How old is Jonathan Majors? I just pulled his information. Give me a second, guys. I'm coming to the phone. Sit tight. 704, you're up next. Sit tight. Jonathan Majors. How old is this nigga, man? He's 34. Oh. He's 34. No pimp hand. He was supposed to cry to that bitch. If she's a drunk white bitch, cry to her, make her feel empowered. And then send that bitch to go get a bag, a loan, something. I'm giving you free game right now. Pay attention. Anybody in the live chat know what I'm talking about? Yes, I kick Mammy's backs in. Yes. But I'm hard on a white bitch. I am so hard on a white bitch. Who has heard me say on multiple occasions, white women are like keys. Keys. I learned that from my father. You put them in the door, turn the key. Send that bitch to get a loan, something. Something. Bitch, go embezzle some money from the job. Bitch, go get me 20 racks from your father, bitch. I need something. You know? The world is against me. I'm lying here right now with you, and I'm sure you think everything is gravy. But at any second, bitch, you know, Jake could come through the motherfucking door and pop my top. I'm paranoid. Can you go get a loan? Help me, please. You have to empower the white bitch, not fight with her, tussle with her. Bitch, this country was built for you. I'm following your lead. Why argue with the bitch? Area code 704. Am I talking too much? Are you there? Good evening.
Sorry.
Hey, who's this?
Savannah.
Hey, what's cracking, girl? How you feel? Where do you want to start?
I just wanted to comment on the Jonathan Majors debacle.
Please.
I'm happy about it. I'm so glad.
Talk your talk, girl. Talk your talk. Let's go.
I'm really happy about him getting his nigga wake up call. Can we curse tonight or no?
Fuck that algorithm, girl. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, fuck that nigga and that white bitch. My husband just got his nigga wake up call because he wanted to step out with a white bitch on me.
Right.
She called 12 on his ass for strangulation. He beat her ass black and blue.
Lord Jesus.
And the bitch had the nerve.
And the nigga tried to come back home to you. He tried to come back home to you.
How did you know, sir?
Talk your talk. Let's go. Talk your talk.
So the bitch had the nerve to send me the pictures of her black fucking eye. And I said, well, bitch, he's married. What did you expect?
Right.
You know, you're sleeping with a married man.
Yeah.
And I said, well, why did he do that to you? Well, because I brought you up. Yeah, bitch. Don't talk about me in front of my man.
Right.
I'm glad he beat your ass. So now this.
Now, hang on a second. Are you serious or are you trolling? I mean, I hope you're serious.
I'm dead ass serious, and I'm thinking about. Well, I'm not thinking about it. I did file for divorce. I'm dead. I'm as serious as colon cancer. I'm pissed.
Can I interrupt? Can I interrupt?
Sure.
Do you have children with him?
We have 2 boys.
Okay. Has the divorce been finalized?
No, I'm waiting on a judge to pick up her fucking pen. She's taking too long.
Cancel, in my opinion, cancel the divorce and get that nigga back in check. Let that nigga come home. And now you got 3 sons. Cancel the divorce, in my opinion. Come on home, nigga. You fucked up.
I'm tired.
No. I know you're tired. I'm a forgiving black queen. Bring your lame ass home. Get back to work. Take care of these kids. If you need to slide off, goofy ass nigga, do that. But you're gonna contribute to this household. You gonna help pay this motherfucking 30-year mortgage. You gonna take these boys out when they need to be taken out. Come on.
Absolutely not. The entire time, first of all, I'm a nurse.
Okay.
I was a traveling nurse until his ass decided to start stepping out.
Right.
So the entire time, I'm taking care of this bitch ass nigga. I'm taking care of him. So you want to play the bitch role and say I'm not home enough and step out on me with a white woman? Fuck you. I wasn't going to talk. I wasn't going to call him.
Hang on a second. Was she really white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, or was she white trash? Was she like an Italian, hairy arm bitch, some type of Russian bitch? When you say white, what is she?
This bitch is white trash. She has an alien-shaped head,
Oh, my
wears
goodness.
glasses,
Yeah.
like fucking bifocals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bitch, nigga, if you're gonna fucking cheat on me, the least you could do is go get a bad bitch. And he's like, well, he showed me this reel on Instagram, and he's like, the reel in so many words. He was like, from the manosphere bullshit. The reel was saying how a woman can have 90% of what you need, but it'll be that woman that have 10% of what you need because she's showing you love. Or nigga, I'm not your fucking mama.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your wife. Get your ass up and go get a fucking job.
Can I ask?
You quit your job.
Can
you
I
quit your
ask?
job because
Can I ask?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. How old are you, and how old is he, and does he work?
I'm 29. He's 39, and he quit his job when I graduated from nursing school.
Mm-hmm. Can he get a job? Does he have felonies? What's going on? Because he has to pay child.
Now he does.
Okay.
He does now because the white bitch that he decided to step out with.
Yeah, she's gone.
Went and pressed charges on him.
She's gone. She's gone. But now, does he want to come home? That's the question.
No, I went through his phone. And she still texting him.
Okay.
And his only thing is, oh well, I'm not texting her back. I don't give a fuck. Change your number like you told me to change my motherfucking number.
I'm asking you, does he want to come home?
Yes, he does.
Yes. And how old? How old? Hang on, just let's take our time. How old are your two beautiful little life forces? How old?
They're 3 and 4.
Girl, bring that bitch nigga back home. Stop the divorce.
Okay.
Stop. No, listen to me, please listen. It's about those boys needing a father. Fuck that trash bitch. And that nigga needs to come back in the home and help you take care of the boys. He doesn't have to be your lover per se, but bring that hoe ass nigga back in the house. Let him assume his responsibilities. Don't get all bent out of shape about a piece of trash. You got 2 boys. They need a father. I'll let you finish up, but I had to say that. Go ahead.
I understand them needing a father. However, I have 5 sisters. We're all married. And my sisters, they brought up a really strong point to me. Yes, my boys, they need their fathers, but do they need to see their mom unhappy? I'm pissed. I feel like Bernadine on fucking Waiting to Exhale. I'm ready to burn some shit to the ground.
Oh. With all due respect, you're black. You're always going to be pissed about something, but bring that hoe ass nigga.
And that's not true.
Girl, bring that hoe ass nigga back home and talk down to that nigga. If he needs to slide off, go slide off, nigga. But you make sure you bring your bitch ass home when you get paid, because these boys need help. Oh, I need help raising these boys. Go ahead and finish up, girl. Go ahead and finish up.
I just want to say I'm glad I got that off my chest. I was taking a bubble bath, and I was listening to you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me call him, because I got a Jonathan Majors in my life, and I'm not about to be his Megan Good. I deserve better than that.
I appreciate the call, darling, and you have a great night. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay. See, folks, this is the objective perspective, you know? Ladies, you see how I handle that call? Everything doesn't have to be my way. You know? Not every male is a man. She got 2 boys, young boys. Nigga, you better come home and help me raise these boys. Or else. The nigga slid off. So what? Hang on a second, guys. I want to make sure I'm not missing any donations. My email address is on the screen, folks. If you want to be a sponsor, please look in the community section and know that the sponsors, we always rotate the banners after 2 weeks back up to the top of the page if you are a sponsor, it's vital that you go in there and you leave a comment with your link to your page so we can drive that traffic over, okay? And we like to pin your comment to the top. Please take notice of that, okay? There's my email address for all business. Lewis, I got your donation. Fuck Majors. You can't turn... Okay, I read that one. Pardon me. Sit tight. Okay, somebody else telling me about the Jonathan Majors cup story. Yeah, what is with that weird-ass cup? That cup didn't say that nigger in court. The commissioner got your donation. He says, facts. White women do have a savior complex. That's a whole fact. Bitch, save me. Save me from myself. I'm black. I'm about to go out of here and bite a hole in somebody's face just because. Save me. Call somebody. Get a loan. Do something. Hold on, guys. Hold on a second. Okay. Let's go back to the phone lines here. Somebody tapping in from New Jersey. Area code 862. Good evening. We're talking about Jonathan Majors. Guilty. Are you up to speed? Your thoughts? Area code 862. Yes, no, maybe. I have to go. I tried. Let me go to area code 216. Good evening, 216. Are you there? Are you ready? Are you
Yo, what's up, Star?
Yes, sir. How are you? It's cracking.
I'm doing good, man. How you doing? You good?
Sir, I'm fucking great. I'm 59. I still lay down with low mileage pussy. I saved my money, and I don't have to argue with the bitch. Life is great. Right. Life is great.
I'm glad you said that because that brings me to the question.
Come on.
It's starting to realize, man, a lot of these niggas ain't got game, man.
No game.
No game. Because if he had game, he would have been peeped that Shawty ain't no Coretta Scott.
Right.
She ain't no Michelle Obama.
Right.
She ain't none of that. He was spitting. If he was smart, he would have did what you did. Stacked his paper.
Right.
Didn't have to listen to no bitch. Did you see the video of him running down the street, like running from the bitch?
The nigger looked crazy, sir. The nigger
crazy. I'm talking about this nigga running like he Forrest Gump. He over here running like that's crazy. And then get caught guilty, and you over here running from the bitch. Like, make that make sense. That don't even make no damn sense.
Yeah. Where you call from, sir? Area code New Jersey? Or where you call from? No, I'm sorry, 216.
No, I'm coming. Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland.
Cleveland, what's cracking?
I was about to say, it's funny. My dad told me the same thing about white women. They like a key.
Yeah.
They get you out of any situation that you in.
Yeah.
You go get that loan, man. They definitely gonna look out. So that's confusing. That Jonathan Majors.
Bitch, if you can't help me, this ain't gonna work.
This ain't gonna work.
Yeah. You know?
Don't make no damn sense.
You've got the power, bitch. Indians were slaughtered for you. Niggas were lynched. Treaties were broken for you. If you can't help me, bitch, what's the point in us being together?
Exactly. And not to be in that last caller business, but she better bring that man home. She better get out her feelings and bring that man home.
Bring that nigga home and get that nigga, give that nigga some straightening and get his ass back in line.
Exactly. And see, if she would have peeped, you giving her game. That's crazy. You giving her game.
What else is cracking, man? What else is cracking?
But that was it, man. You have a good night, man. Have a good night, son.
Yes, sir. Salute. Niggas get a little money all of a sudden. they trying to wife a bitch off of Instagram. Me, I'm trying to holler at 300-pound bitches with a shopping cart full of food in the Dollar General parking lot. Can I get an amen from real niggas who know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm trying to holler at. A big bitch coming out of the Dollar General. The goddamn shopping cart is so heavy. She knows how to work the system. And bitch got 2 stomachs and a pack of francs on the back of her neck. That's what I'm trying to holler at. The fuck? Area code 917. We're talking about Jonathan Majors. Guilty. Are you up to speed? And Anita Baker putting people out of her concert. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm up to speed, Star.
How are you, man? It's cracking.
Yo, nothing much, man. I seen the video with John Majors running.
Yeah.
And that had me. I was like, what's going on here?
Goofy.
I mean, he did.
He's a goofy.
He definitely tried to restrain her or something in the car that led to her being defiled.
Yeah.
So he was wrong then. He should have ran the first time in the first place. Because he wasn't gonna win anyway. So he should have just ran. Either way, he's going to jail.
Can I ask how old are you, sir? Can I ask how old are you?
I'm 37 years old, Star.
Okay. Are you married? Do you have a girlfriend? Let's have that conversation.
Yeah, no.
You don't have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay. When's the last time you had a girlfriend or a significant other?
Oh, significant other. I mean, I mess with females. I don't have like a significant other. I'm free. I'm 37. I'm young.
So you don't have one that you confide in?
No.
Okay. Well, listen, man, I wish you the best. You don't have to see things my way. I think he played his hand wrong. I think it's costly. I don't know if he can bounce back, and I don't know. I don't wish bad upon the guy, but I think he went about this the wrong way, and he's on film looking like a goofy running.
Goofy. Imagine this family. He turned into a superhero Marvel character. Black man.
Yeah.
He was out, son.
Yeah.
Black man.
I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Black man.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're done with Anita Baker. Yes, no, maybe. Anybody care? Anita Baker kicks people out of her concert. That's Auntie Anita. Hold on a second, guys. Call me. You can call me an older guy, but what is with Blueface and Kreayshawn all the time in the media? Jesus Christ. Stop it already. What does he do other than just is he still on reality TV? I can't take this anymore. I had to unfollow three Instagram platforms, that I usually go to for news and stuff. It's just like too much with Blueface and Kreayshawn and now Soulja Boy dropped the Addy for Blueface, but he pulled up and it was some store. Oh my God, enough. My nigga Poppy, A.K. Hassan Campbell, he's back on Vlad TV, part 14. Poppy, you did good, man, on Vlad TV. However, you need to talk more. It's almost like Vlad is pulling teeth. Don't just give short answers, Vlad wants people who can just talk. Talk a little more, man. Find your groove, find your lane, and just talk without him having to keep saying, okay. You're doing good, man, but come on, just pick up the pace, all right? Guys, sit tight on the phones. I see you. I'm coming to you. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything as far as the bullshit goes. Okay. Okay. Let's go to area code 504. Good evening. We're talking about Jonathan Majors found guilty with regards to the arrest on March the 25th. He will be sentenced in February. Are you up to speed? Area code 504. Hello?
Hi, Star.
Hey. Good evening.
Hey, it's Harriet Eve 9 from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Hey, girl. What's cracking? What's shaking with you?
I called to kick in Jonathan Majors' back.
Come on. Let's go.
But my first issue with him is that he has a baby with a white woman.
Right.
Then he's living 2 years with this white woman who's trash.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he's in trouble, he shows up with a black woman.
Right.
And then when I listened to the tape of him saying that he wants this white woman to behave like a white woman.
Coretta and Michelle Obama.
Right. He wants this white woman. I thought that was so crazy. He's a black man in a white space. And he's telling a white woman how she should act in front of white women, in front of white people.
No game.
The guy is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he has no connection to her culture, if you ask me. So I'm fine.
None.
I'm fine with you kicking in his back. Is this his nigga wake up call? Do you want to see him do some jail time? Talk your talk. Come on.
Well, I don't want to. No, I don't ever want to see any black man in jail. But it is absolutely his wake up call. And I started wilding out on Twitter, so they kicked me off.
Did they?
But I was going in on him with everything I had.
Did they suspend your account?
Crazy.
Did they suspend your account or something like that?
They suspended my account because I put a Malcolm X video, and there's a lady that walks up, a white woman that walks up to Malcolm X in the Malcolm X movie,
right?
And she says,
"What can I do to help?" She says, "What can I do to help?" And he says, "Nothing." Right?
Right. So I put that up, and they suspended me right after.
Yeah.
I've been hitting it with everything, and I have the men over there, the simp. They're in my comments, and they're coming at me crazy. I hate black men, all kind of crazy stuff.
Well, no,
so they reported me and got me suspended.
You have a valid point, and to be objective, there are guys, in my opinion, like Jonathan Majors. They get a little position, they get a little skrill, and all of a sudden they want to jump the fence. Not saying that you can't date, other cultures and so on and so forth.
Absolutely not.
But there's certain things that there has to be an understanding when any type of couple is dating. Hey, will you call the cops? Listen, I like to drink. I do such and such. I flip the fuck out from time to time. Are you a cop caller? You feel me?
Right.
Yeah. Have you yourself?
That's just what I can understand.
Have you yourself ever called police on a man?
No, my ex-husband one time called the police on me because I was whipping his ass. So no, I've never had that problem. No.
Hang on. Go back. Walk us through this. He called police on you. Walk us through this, please.
Okay, we were having an argument, and he didn't want me to go out with my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going out anyway. I mean, that wasn't going to stop me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was already dressed, had my hair done, everything. So I'm walking out of the door, and he stands in front of the door and tells me I'm not going anywhere, yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, I'm going to leave. He says, you're not going to leave. You're going to stay in here. And I grabbed a hammer. So he called the police and told them that he wanted to stop domestic violence because he believed that I was going to attack him. They actually came, but I was gone already to the club.
Can I ask, how long were you guys together, and was going out to the club something that you were doing prior to marriage?
No. We were together for 10 years.
Okay.
And that was the reason why I was so adamant about going, because I didn't go out. I didn't go out at all.
Right.
Only on special occasions.
Right.
And this was a special occasion. We had already discussed it. We had already had an understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came time to go, he switched up.
Mm-hmm.
I was leaving anyway.
10 years is a long time to be together, yes?
Well, I was young.
Mm-hmm.
We started dating in high school.
Oh, Jesus. So how did it come to the point where you said, I need to go out, or I just want to go out and have some fun? How did it get to that point? Was he not taking care of something? Was he neglecting his duties? What was he himself going out? How did it come to that point where you, a wife and a mother as well?
Absolutely, yes.
How did it get to that point? Yeah.
Okay, I was a housewife.
Okay.
And he took care of everything. He was the truth be told, he was a wonderful husband, but he was very, very possessive. And it got to the point where I felt like I couldn't breathe. And it was anytime I wanted to go hang out with my family, my friends, and I'm talking about once every 6-7 months. We're not talking about brunch every Sunday. So anytime I wanted to go hang out, he had a problem with it. And I kind of figured, like, what was up with that? It was like he was very, very possessive, very possessive. And I said, you know what? It got to a point that I couldn't make any. I had to stop making excuses for him, and I had to let him go ahead on about his business before I hurt him.
Now let's have that conversation, that real conversation. Now, you liked him being possessive when you were younger. It made you feel wanted, made you feel special. Oh, girl, he gonna slap fire out of me if I go outside, right? Come on.
No. He was not possessive when we first got together. We both had our own lives. We both played sports. We did our own thing, things like that. And I think as we started to get older, I was evolving because we were both young. So I was evolving and he wasn't.
You grew up.
Right.
Okay.
And he just wasn't. He was still in that same spot. And I guess as I'm starting to, kind of fill out, getting bigger in certain areas and, looking a certain way, because I was just skin and bones when we got together.
Okay.
So as I started filling out and things like that, he was very jealous.
Yeah.
And very, very, possessed. He was an insecure man.
You pushed out a couple of puppies, and you started getting them big old titties.
Oh yeah, I was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started getting fine, and he had a problem with that. So I realized, that it was something that I could do to really and truly make him feel secure as a man. And I realized that the only person whose mental health that I could take care of was my own. So I bounced.
Well, listen, if you guys put in a decade together, and how many kids do you have together?
We have 3 kids.
Okay. Well, I mean, as long as the kids are okay, nobody went to jail. I mean, I don't have any real critique. I'm not a...
Oh, no, the kids are fine. Everybody went from high school to college. I got one with a PhD, one with a master's, and one with a bachelor's.
Congrats. Yeah. Listen, sometimes people outgrow each other, Sometimes, hey, what we had was nice once upon a time. As long as we don't hurt each other, you go your way, I go my way. And, I can respect that.
Oh, yeah, we had to bounce. And I got married. I got remarried. So
okay.
It was just fine.
There you go. I appreciate the call, darling. Have a great night, and thank you for your support.
Thank you. You do the same.
Thank you. Yeah, sometimes people just outgrow each other, Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I change my screen here. Anita Baker, Boots fans from concert. We can still talk about that if you like. Also, hold on a second. Okay, that's not working. I'm trying to do so much here. We're having a healthy discussion. We're being objective about Jonathan Majors. I'm not just going to say he got railroaded, white supremacy. Clearly, he didn't understand, what he was involved in. and now he's been convicted. Area code 718, are you there? Good evening. 718.
Yeah, I'm here.
How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm here. He was always going to get guilty. Let's be clear.
Sir, your phone sounds really bad. Can you make some adjustments? It sounds bad. I want to hear what you're saying. Give him a second.
He was always going to get convicted.
Yeah, it's not working, sir. Your phone sounds really bad. I'm sorry. Sorry. I tried. Lynn, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Charleston White arrested for animal cruelty. Oh, my goodness. You got to be kidding me. Holy smokes. Should I keep the show going? Good God. Animal cruelty. Boy, I don't fuck with no niggas that treat no animals bad. Hold on a second. Let me Google this. When is this? MS Society Office for Suspected. No, this is old. Can you send me the link? Thank you for your donation, Lynn. If anybody can send me the story, that would be great. Rondell, I got your donation. OJ said he never ran away from a white woman. 718, sit tight. You're my last caller. Sit tight, 718. Thank you, Rondell, for your donation. Okay. It's B. I got your donation. Honeycomb Brazy back in jail. Star, he just got oh, that's my nigga, man. What happened? What the fuck happened to Honeycomb Brazy? He was putting out music, going in on fucking mob ties. What happened now? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Hold on a second. Lenicia. Hi, Lenicia. I got your donation. Thank you so much. Let me do one more call. It's getting late. We've had a good discussion here. Are you ready? 718, you are my last caller. Good evening. 718.
Good evening. He was always going to be convicted, and he had to have actually thought it would be a kind of a joke for them to release the video of them already seeing him running, which they've had for months.
Okay.
It's almost like a last-minute ditch that, like Cosby didn't rape anybody, but the day before he gets convicted. Mm-hmm. It's like a pun. Like, we know you didn't do it, Tory Lanez, but maybe someone else had something to do with you getting convicted,
right.
But it doesn't really matter because we still want what we want. We still want the example of your image being destroyed.
Right.
Even though R. Kelly touched young girls, their parents are not in jail.
Right.
We know R. Kelly needs to go to jail, but it's to make the idea that no one else goes to jail that put them in that very position that they shouldn't have been in that disposition.
Right.
The game is very long-term where you could be like OJ, be father figures on television, or clean-cut Sidney Poitiers, or clean-cut Bill Cosby's, but they always have something on you to weigh you down where your image is weighted in hatred or demonstrative behavior, like somehow you're a demon or the boogeyman or some sort of leprechaun to their situation. They want to make you a lynch upon society to a certain extent, and they want to do it slowly, so they think about you in a detrimental way. This is why when they do reporting like when they have recently with Malika Andrews or any of these reporters talking about Cam Newton,
right.
They use the black woman as taking them down. And these animals, that's
Great
how
point.
those niggas are.
Great point.
They always like that. Even when they've been in a position of power or had the authority to do or speak on things, they suddenly could be devalued after they've been released from that position. They can now be tormented from the very women they've dealt with that now have more power than they do because they mess with them. That's why the blonde girl may get a book deal after this. Well, what did Jonathan Majors do to you? Was it a paper cut?
Right.
Or was it deeper than that?
Right.
Let's talk about it. So those type of situations will always happen where the female, especially the black woman, she's able to undermine him in some way. This is why the black woman came on that line earlier. They took me off of Twitter because you probably had 50 messages under him, because you can't necessarily leave it at one message, because you got to let them repeatedly know the disposition to their opposition that they are under. So if you mention white supremacy, now you're a negative, even though you look in the courts and the numbers can prove it, from whether it comes to loans or appraisals or even getting pulled over or shot per 1,000. They want to demonstratively make your behavior and calling it out a demonstrative behavior. This is why we can't call out certain wars that are happening in certain countries that I won't name that deal with Hamas. But that's a game for your mind where you can't call out a grape from a word that's minus the G, because we're trying to make innuendos, because they're trying to kill our freedom of speech and calling the kettle black, so to speak. And even that term kettle black is used specifically as a demonstrative. It's not kettle white for a reason that deals with how we feel about one another. That's why we always talk about black men and demonstrative behavior when making jokes.
Right.
But when women talk about treating their children like a certain way or treating that man boy not like a generous boy that needs to have joy, and it suddenly gets proper laughs. Because the idea of a male being expended has always been a part of hypergamy, because hypergamy is always the sought-out part of the top 10 or 20%. But out of that top 10 or 20%, they don't want you talking in a way that's progressively waking people up. That's why Jalen Rose isn't on ESPN, because he made an armpit touch that wasn't even him.
Right.
Because the idea of
very good point. Very good point.
Affect your brain, affect your status as a man, your tranquility of getting equality. Remind you, they want to destroy that and kick it to your nuts without even touching your nuts or grazing them, let alone cutting them off like they used to do back in the day. Because the one that talks the most is the one that needs to be cut off the greatest. That's why to kill the Indian to save the man is a term used for the one that talks about the one that has been killed. And for that, that's what they get you. Can you just be like a Coretta Scott King?
If I can jump in for a second, I'm enjoying what you're saying. Can you finish up on Kimberly Martin? I'm not fully up to speed on her. She recently went in on Cam Newton. Self Talk did a great breakdown, and salute to Ryan Clark, who really broke her down about how she did not address what Cam Newton was actually talking about.
Nope. They never do.
She just attacked him, and on ESPN, they co-signed her bullshit. And I said, well, I'm sorry, go ahead. Kimberly.
It's a side
Martin.
I move to distract you.
Yeah.
It's a side I move to distract you from the actual ultimatum that these quarterbacks aren't playing up to star power and success that they think they are. Just by having a referendum that a black man is referring to you as not being elite. Imagine a white person was able to come into your home and tell you how elite you were and never were, but you've already hit the precipice of the top level of that sport, or the top level of that field.
Yeah.
This is why when
I was bothered by her, and again, I never really paid attention to it, but I was bothered by her just attack on Cam. And again, salute to Ryan Clark, because his breakdown made me say, hey, man, Cam Newton was the fucking truth. Maybe I should just pull back a little bit. But hey, man, I appreciate you. Anything else you want to say in closing? You have the last word. 10 seconds, please.
Understand your goosebumps are trying to take that from you the same way you go down the dark alleyway and not want to be touched. They want you to be touched in the way that the definition of these words cause you to kill yourself or hurt yourself. Understand you are strong, and the niggas is strong in you, not the N-word that they changed it to be. Amen, Ra.
Thank you, man. I
Good night,
appreciate it.
gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you answering.
Okay, all right.